The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the TrapNerd Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Duke Clark. Here, as always, with my guys, Harry Sleepy Man Reynolds, and Joey the Savage, Savoy.
Savoy.
And then
Savoy soon.
we should. And then also today, in the neon blue or whatever that's called,
This is Aqua.
Aqua Blue, my boy Donnie.
Yes, sir.
Donnie Aqua Blue McCoy.
Donnie,
How you doing, man?
Blue.
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Decent games this weekend.
Yeah, just trading all your good players off your fantasy team. Trying to equal out what you did to Dylan last year by giving him some players back.
No,
trying to
all of my
lowball me on
trades are
Tammy.
good trades. I don't do nothing but make good trades. Everyone
That's
trades
not
with
a
me.
fact.
Joe, you've traded with me like 5 times.
Yeah, something happened to where from last year to this year, you went from good trades to it just declined.
Well, no, it went from your players were good.
No,
to
no,
not.
this is what happened. No, this is what happened.
That is kind of
Let
what
me
happened.
tell you what happened. He made trades, realized he can get over on people, and was like, "I'll never send a good trade again."
That's true. It was a bad precedence that Dylan set. I blame Dylan for everything.
don't
Every
even-
problem in the Dynasty League is rooted in Dylan.
I don't think there's any problems.
There's not now. You're reciprocating now. Now you're sending your best players for picks that don't matter. So
No, you got to see it through.
you gotta see it through, my boy.
You got to see it through, my boy.
All right. Well, back to real football. Championship game's done. We thought we were gonna get 2 classics. We got like a half a classic. Yeah. So we'll
What
start
was the half a classic?
the Chiefs game. It was close and everything, but I don't know. There wasn't like that many big moments until the fourth quarter. To me, it just was like kind of like
I thought it was a pretty good game.
It was a good game, but it wasn't like last year with like the Chiefs and the Bills. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be something.
You're thinking of the divisional game?
The divisional game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that game was crazy.
So, dude, I always gotta be like, oh yeah, it was the divisional game. Wasn't even
It was a good game. The Chiefs and Bengals.
That's not true. No, it was a good game.
There was like a lot of big moments in it, a lot of things that could have went one way or the other.
At the end, yeah, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe it was just because of that stupid ass TV.
Yeah, that was kind of trash.
I don't know why. This was Mark and Joe just decided to go to. I'm not going to slander a business on here, but a business with not the best TVs. And I don't know. Maybe some good things happened that I wasn't seeing correctly.
Yeah.
Maybe
I couldn't tell somebody actually caught the ball.
yeah.
You should have just looked at the bigger TV.
You were watching
the
at
bigger TV
720p.
was further away. No, I think it was 1080, but it was only like 17 inches.
Oh. My man's had the binoculars out at the bar.
So, yeah, well, I mean, that's the game we're going to talk about the most. There's really not much to talk about with the Eagles and the 49ers. That was a total fucking robbery. Actually, we'll start there. Fucking Brock Purdy,
Dude, don't
third
bring him into
string
this.
quarterback.
You can't bring him into this.
No, you got to let me finish, man.
can't.
I'm not talking shit about Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
I'm saying
last night you're like, I'm always right.
I'm right.
It must be hard to have a friend like me because I'm always right.
I am going to be right.
Dude got right because
A win's a win.
Dude's right because but he needs Tommy John surgery or whatever.
Like I told you yesterday, the Eagles are still going to the Super Bowl, and I'm still right. Doesn't matter why that's right. I am.
This dude, man.
Anyway, 49ers, down to the third-string quarterback. We thought that was going to be a great storyline. Maybe they win. Maybe they come close to winning. Dude fucking tears his UCL in the first quarter or whatever the fuck it was. Some reason they bring him back, even though he
had
can't
to.
throw the ball.
Yeah,
Josh
guys.
Johnson throwing the ball like shit is better than a quarterback that can't throw the ball at
He
all.
was in concussion
Oh,
protocol.
yeah, he did.
They should have just nailed the ball and
Yeah,
went,
no, he
like,
was
ended
wobbly.
the game.
Yeah.
They should have just ran Wildcat the whole game, I guess, man. Just McCaffrey and fucking Debo handing the ball to each other. I don't know.
What happened to Elijah Mitchell? They had a lot of runners out
I don't
there.
think he was. I don't think he played.
He just
did he?
was like a.
I think he
I
got
didn't really see Elijah
Yeah, I
Mitchell.
didn't see
I
him
didn't
at all.
either.
But I mean, a lot of blame needs to go to Kyle Shanahan. He blocked. He used a backup tight end to try to block Reddick one-on-one, and that was the play that Purdy got hurt on. It doesn't make sense.
Reddick came in this game trying to be like, oh, I'm not a Defensive Player of the Year finalist, even though like
They got
legally.
Tyler Kroft blocking him. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah.
Even if Purdy don't get hurt, it still was a fumble. Like, it was just I just can't believe Shanahan thought that was, like, the right matchup there.
Right.
The Eagles' D-line, though, is very good. Like,
It is.
You
Oh, it is
can't
really
block
good.
everybody.
Yeah. But you would think they'd block the number 1 sack guy on the team. with somebody.
At least put like Kittle on him with him.
Yeah, at
you
least
know?
a double.
I think they were probably trying to get Kittle involved in the passing game. I don't know.
Kittle has been carrying.
I don't know. It was that game sucked though. It was fucking awful. After Purdy got hurt, they just ran the ball. I mean, there was like 7 minutes in the game with they were down 21, and they're just running. They ran the ball 8 times in a row. And I guess it makes sense now because Purdy might need Tommy John. They said he's gonna be out 6 months, regardless if he has the surgery. If he does have the surgery, that's like a year and a half.
Yeah.
At least for pitchers. I don't know. Wait, didn't Roethlisberger have Tommy John?
I'm not sure.
I don't know
Last
how long.
I've seen is his Brock Purdy will be good in 6 months.
Even if he does get the surgery?
I'm assuming he would have to, right?
They said he might not.
They said he can. There's a chance he can avoid it.
Well, you just heal in time.
Maybe.
He's also like a frail guy. He's not like impressive.
Don't say that in front of him. Don't say that in front of Joe.
I never said he was the greatest thing that's walked this earth. You just didn't give Buddy a chance.
You might not have said that, but your body language did. Big P!
That's because you came in here and was like, he can never be good.
I didn't say he can never be good.
Yes, you did.
Said he was not going to be a starter
Pull up
in a
the
year.
tape.
Said he was not going to be a starter in a year, and guess who's going to be
He's not
100%?
You said
For
he has
preseason.
no chance
Trey Lance.
to be good.
Trey Lance.
Then
Josh
week you were 2 weeks ago. Last week you were on here talking about he's going to be the starter. I don't see how you can start
Yeah, I
Trey
said
Lance.
if he-
Blah blah
I
blah.
did.
He won 2 playoff games. Now it's just
Listen,
what?
I'm not starting
not-
Brock Purdy, regardless if he got hurt or not, unless he won the Super Bowl. If they could lose the Super Bowl, I'm still running Trey Lance out there next year.
I'm
Why?
not.
You can only throw like little screen passes to your tight ends for so long. Like he wasn't very impressive.
There was games where he didn't just throw. He was you crushed with him too.
No, he was making some good.
Yeah, he was
did
making
make
real
some good
big plays. You didn't watch. That's what it was. You didn't watch. You looked at stats. I understand. I get it.
No, he was making some plays, and I was saying 2 weeks ago that he should be the starter. But
Exactly.
guess what?
So just stop being
I
a
will
hypocrite.
take being right any way I can.
My
I'm
boy said,
I'm
"It's
shameless
hard
in
to
it.
have a friend like me.
I'm shameless in it.
This dude, man. My boy wrong so much. That
I'm not
he needs
wrong.
To take
How
a
many
W
times am
any
I
way
wrong?
he can.
I admit every time I'm wrong. I
You
was
already
wrong.
admitted
I
you
was
were
wrong
wrong
about
in
the
this
Saints.
situation.
I was wrong about the Saints this year.
They are trash.
I was wrong about.
Giants.
We were
You
all
said they're
wrong
gonna
about
be
that.
gar- No, we were not all wrong.
You were the only one who picked the Giants at all.
Seattle.
Picked them for what? To beat
Just
the
be-
Vikings? Or?
Seattle ended up being the frauds we thought they were.
That's true, but they exceeded
I don't think they're
expectations.
frauds.
They made the playoffs in a
They're not
shitty NFC,
frauds.
and they got
That's your
smacked
team, right?
around by the 49ers.
I was kind of tight that they traded Russ until I saw everything that.
Russ did.
Yeah.
We have a
Transpired
whole
after
slander segment for Russ.
Yeah, we got to find a reason to talk shit about him today, actually.
Is he putting a new bathroom in his house?
I don't know. Dude's got like 12 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms. Either way, dude, I'm going to be right.
You're not right.
I'm going to be right. He's not starting next year.
He's definitely not starting next
Yeah,
year.
over an injury.
No, even if
Did I say why?
Stop.
Did I say why he wasn't going to start next year? I just said he wasn't going to start next year.
My son wrong so much. You need to catch a W. any way
When
you
am I
can.
name some other stuff I was wrong about?
I just named 3.
You named the Giants and the Seahawks. The Seahawks,
That's 2, and then
Seahawks,
you
I'll
named the
take
Saints.
half.
That's 3.
Seahawks,
Off rip.
okay.
Look how easy
Three-
that was.
three- three
we
times for a whole-
easily just came up with 3 times. you
3
were
things
wrong.
off a whole year.
some of those are acceptable. The what was it? The Seahawks is acceptable. The Saints is. I don't know what you were thinking on that.
Dude,
When the Saints.
everyone got hurt again. Whatever. I don't care.
Who? Jameis Winston.
Jameis
Like-
Winston, Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry missed most of the season. Kamara missed like 6 games.
What's those 6 games?
What are you talking
No,
about?
Kamara was out there.
Dude, he just was so bad you didn't realize he
Yeah.
was
He was
playing.
bad the first 4 games. He missed a couple games.
That was
Whatever.
my RB2.
See, there you go again, man.
Wrong again.
Wrong again.
I was wrong less than you. That's for sure.
That's not true.
That is true.
No, it's not
That
true.
is true.
No,
That's true. You
Wrong
thought
again.
Pittman was going to be like a
Yeah,
top
Joe
10 wide
thought Michael
receiver.
Pittman was going to be a god.
He should have
Yeah.
been.
Well,
It's
shoulda
not
been,
my fault.
shoulda
Matt
been.
Ryan fucking sucks big.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
You didn't know
You were
that?
wrong about it.
Dude, no, stop. Everyone thought Matt Ryan was going to be good in Indy. I don't care what you say. Everyone in here thought he was going to be good in Indy.
I didn't say Pittman was going to be a top 10 receiver like you guys did.
A top what?
Top 10.
Oh, I thought you said
He
3
should've
for
been.
a second, but 10 even now.
He's their only receiver. He should have been. It's
Okay,
not my
and
fault.
now
They
you're
fucking suck.
Did I sit here and make excuses?
I'm not making excuses. I was wrong.
Okay, then.
You were just wrong a lot more than me.
No, I wasn't. That's not true at all.
All right, name another time.
I can't off the top of my head.
I know. See how we named 4 off the top of our heads? Come on, man.
You named 3 off the top of your
They're
head.
keeping track. Hard.
They do keep track hard because I rub it.
Because he's wrong so much, it's easy to keep
I'm not
track.
saying
That's the
I'm
only
not gonna
reason
say
why.
they, but Joe. Joe definitely. Joe definitely
Somebody has
keeps
to
track.
get this dude humble, man.
I'll never be humble.
Harry's involved just because he's on the same
I
side.
don't know
of the
what else I
table.
was wrong about. What else were you wrong about, Joe?
I don't know.
There was some things that you were wrong about for sure.
I was right about a lot of things.
You like fell into being right about the Seahawks and shit. But like I said, they were frauds.
The
How
Seahawks
do
are
I
not
fall into
frauds.
being right?
The Seahawks are frauds.
No.
Dude, it was the easy. That NFC was super easy.
They're a playoff team next year, too.
They made the 6th seed. They got smacked
They made
around.
the 7th seed.
7th seed.
Wrong again, buddy.
Packers,
Got smacked
Packers
around.
lost to the Lions for them to get in.
Yeah, got smacked around. Oh yeah, Giants were 6th seed, right?
Locked up.
Giants, wrong about. Seahawks, they were frauds. I'm not taking it. I said they wouldn't make the playoffs, but they also got smacked around in the playoffs, so I'll be half wrong on that one. I'll take it.
You thought
I'll
Denver
take,
was going to be
I'll
good?
take a 2.5. No, I did not. I picked Denver to be
You
the.
said Russ was going to be amazing in Denver.
I picked Denver to be the
I thought
last
so.
team in the division, and I was wrong about that.
I
But
was
no,
right
they
about-
were
that's
last.
the other
They
thing I
were
was right
last.
about.
They were last.
Russ. I said he was average.
You were right about that.
I thought Russ was mad good. I don't know what's up with him.
I thought. I don't know. I didn't know what to think about Russ, but I did pick Denver to come in last in the division. So fuck you.
I was wrong about the Raiders. But
No.
you were also wrong about
No,
the Raiders.
not really.
That's
They
a
came in
wash.
third. They came in third. We were wrong about how many games they were going to win, but we both picked them to be in third
I
place.
thought they were going to be way better than they were.
Yeah, same.
That was just coaching. Like, game management. I feel
I
like the
thought Derek
Raiders
Carr
are
was
bad.
a little bit better than he really is.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not bad.
He sucks.
I'm blaming Josh McDaniels. I don't give a fuck. Derek Carr was like
He was good.
decent his whole
Yeah.
career. He comes in this year, he's just trash.
Why
Josh
was he
McDaniels,
decent, though?
he was okay.
I
I
opened
mean,
my eyes up. That dude sucks.
He was good last season.
yeah,
Was he?
They made the
Yeah.
playoffs.
With
What
their
they
like
do?
replacement coach and all
Then what
that. He
happened?
was good.
Then Josh McDaniels came through.
He's good as Gino.
They lost to
Derek
they
Carr's better
barely
than
lost
Gino.
to the Bengals.
I don't
What
know,
was
man.
it?
That's tough to
They had
say.
that-
Derek
that
Carr's
weird
better than
play.
Yeah, it
Gino.
was a one-possession game, I think. Raiders and Bengals in the playoffs.
Last
Yeah,
year, yeah.
they were right
Kyler
there.
like threw a pick in the end zone, I think, going in for the win or the
I think
tie.
they sacked Burrow like 7 times too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'll remember things you're wrong about. I'll write it down. You kind of like
Attacked you?
yeah.
You needed that.
You ambushed me, so I wasn't ready with my ammo. But I'm gonna go through every. I'm gonna next 13 hours after we get out of here. I'm
He's gonna
listening
go through every
episode. Okay, so do we want to talk about the 49ers game at all
Yeah, there's
anymore?
nothing to talk about.
The Eagles did what they were
it was
supposed
trash.
to do.
Even if Brock Purdy didn't
you-
get hurt, that would have still happened.
I don't think so. I don't think it would have been that bad.
I don't either.
But I think that
the
I picked
Eagles
them
are
to
the
win.
better
But
team. I thought the other way around. I thought the 40 because they were so complete. But the Eagles are just
49ers are
better
a
team.
better team. The Eagles have a better quarterback.
I tweeted
Whatever
out
team
before the
Jalen
game.
Hurts, if you put Jalen Hurts on the 49ers are winning.
Yep.
It's the better quarterback.
He wasn't even that impressive.
He missed some throws.
But he
had
didn't
AJ
have-
but
a
he
couple
still
times.
But he didn't.
he was able to throw
They
the ball.
didn't have to. But they all he had to do was manage the ball against a good defense.
I mean, Shanahan did a lot, like lost that game. You see Smith catch the ball, get up, doing all this shit. Like, guys, hurry up, we got to get on the ball. He doesn't challenge it.
Yeah.
And it was an incomplete pass.
I think any of us would have seen the player who caught the ball acting like that. We would have threw the red flag for fun, like even if he tricked us. Like,
Especially when you're down.
yeah, like there was no doubt that Smith knew he didn't catch the ball.
First half too, like you could throw away.
I guess
those
that
timeouts.
takes
Yeah.
away 7 points right there.
Yeah, and then like I said, he blocks Reddick with
Wow,
Croft.
Shanahan's
and
supposed to be
fumbles the
mad
ball.
good too.
He is
until
good
the
until he,
championship games.
yeah.
Until it
Championship
gets
week and Super Bowl
crunch
is just
time.
trash.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Wow.
28.
I think it's because he's so good. He ends up with these quarterbacks, and their quarterbacks work in the regular season, and they just don't work in the playoffs.
I think when we talk about the Chiefs, though, we have to talk about how good Mahomes is.
Oh yeah, that's I was gonna
Let's just
take.
get right
I was gonna
there.
take like 45 minutes talking about how good Mahomes is.
Yeah,
So
that's
all right,
really
Mahomes.
good
That
at
was a better
football, man.
game. Chiefs beat the Bengals by 3. It's every game they've played together with Burrow and Mahomes has been a 3-point decision, or something
Really?
or like maybe 4 out of 5. I saw the stat because
Maybe
when
like
I
a
was
one-
betting on the game, it was like
One-score game or something.
it was only a 2.5 spread, but it was 3 points like every time or something like that.
That is kind of wild. I thought the first time they played since he whooped on them though. Or yeah,
Was
No,
Burrow
no,
in? Was
the,
that after
the
Burrow
first time
got
they
hurt?
played? I'm pretty sure the Chiefs were up 21-0.
No, because Burrow's never
Yeah,
lost to
then the
Mahomes,
Bengals
right?
ended up, like,
Bengals-
whooping them, right?
in the second half.
Yeah, Burrow's never lost to
Yeah,
Mahomes.
but I think they beat him by like a good amount though. I thought.
That first game.
The playoff game last year?
No,
they
it was
played
in
the
the
regular
regular
season.
But I
It's
could
when,
be
regular
wrong.
season.
it's when Chase went nuclear.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
the
yeah.
championship of fantasy when those guys got like 100.
They put me in like 88th place at FFPC
Yeah.
and shit. Chase did. I swear it was nuts.
But
I
maybe-
had him on my bench.
Just
Maybe it
dropping
was a
45.
3-point game though. I don't know.
You had Chase on your bench.
Not on my bench. I wasn't in the playoffs,
Oh,
and then he did that.
Like how good
yeah.
can your team be?
No, he wasn't. My bad. I said that wrong.
Wrong again.
Shut the fuck up. It was 34-31.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, every game was
34-31.
3 then. That is crazy.
Yeah, so every game has been a 3-point decision between them. So yeah, it was a good
Well,
game.
it seemed like they whooped on them because
they were
it was
getting
21-0.
killed,
Yeah.
It was a good game. The Chiefs' defense did what the Bills couldn't. They were getting to Mahomes, made their the offensive line look like they had some backups
Yeah,
on
how
the
many sacks
offensive
they have?
line.
They're getting to Burrow.
Oh my God, bro!
Let's go.
Yeah, Chris
Hell
Chris
yeah.
Jones was a monster that
Yeah,
game.
so they were getting to Burrow. My bad. They forced him to throw 2 interceptions.
He had a couple bad. That one pick was horrible early on.
He wasn't used to getting pressured, man.
Yeah.
He was like, "Damn, this feels
the
like
most sacked
this feels
quarterback.
like last year."
I don't know, but let's talk about how all the receivers were out for Mahomes.
Let's
He
talk
had-
about Scantling
he had-
burning Apple
He
all
had-
day.
Oh, that was great.
He was cooking.
Yeah, he really
all
played
they had
well.
was Scantlin and Kelsey.
Scantling
Pacheco
not
looked good,
even that
though.
nice
Pacheco
of a wide
looked good.
receiver.
He had a couple of real nice plays.
Yeah. He had
His
he had
running was terrible, but he had good plays.
his
in the
run,
passing
his
game.
shit, his yards after contact
Yeah.
were good.
Well, his yards, he had 5 catches, 59 yards, but his rushing was like 10 rushes for like 26 yards.
But they were good rushing yards.
Yeah, they had like a first down on like a.
Dude, he should have been tackled. I know for sure off 2 plays he should have been tackled, and somehow he got like 10 yards.
Well, the
or
one
whatever.
was a screen that you're thinking
Oh,
of.
it was a screen?
When he ran
Yeah.
Prayett or whatever.
and hit right into him
Yeah.
and just bounced out.
That
shit
dude,
was
that
crazy.
dude was yelling at the player, "Why'd you touch the quarterback after the game? Did you see that?"
Yeah.
Pacheco ran that dude right over. Like, worry about
Pacheco's
yourself.
small, kind of. Yo.
Pacheco was hitting a little boogie after the game. You saw him dancing out there?
Yeah, dude, I like that dude.
Yeah.
What round was he in?
7.
Yeah, something crazy.
Because I drafted him in Dynasty.
It's crazy. They just they pick Edwards-Helaire, does nothing, and then they get McKinnon at like 30, and he eats for the last
Yeah,
4 weeks of the
what's his name?
season.
Darrell Williams ate last year. Like,
Yeah,
they just don't
Pacheco-
like players.
Yeah,
Damian
he
Williams
just
too.
can't.
All the
Yeah,
Williams.
But maybe
Williams.
Hilaire's just bad.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Hilaire's
He has
bad.
to be.
He should be working at Wegmans or something.
Oh shit. We'll tag him.
The dude sucks.
Yeah, he's got to suck because all these other running backs have no
It doesn't
problem.
make
with
sense.
No one's ever been bad but him.
Yeah.
don't know.
But it don't make sense.
So
They
Burrow
could've
was
Jonathan
sacked
Taylor, though.
5 times
Yeah,
through
Jones
two
had 3 of them, I think.
through
Glad
2
they don't.
interceptions, and Jones had
Jones was eating early too.
2 sacks.
Was it 2?
Frank Clark had 1.5, and Karlaftis, the rookie, got 1.
Yeah, that kid's been playing
That
good
was
all
a real
year.
nice pick.
Yeah, so really, it was a good game. I mean, kind of back and forth at some times.
There was just a lot of good moments. The 4th and 6 to Chase. Mahomes fumbling the ball like for no reason when they were going to go up possibly 14.
Yeah, that
There's
was
just a lot
The
of
T.
big
Higgins
moments.
catch was really cool.
The extra 3rd down.
Yeah, that was wild.
Roughing the passer
Oh.
on that late hit. There was just a lot of big moments in that, especially in the 4th quarter.
The extra third down was
doesn't-
crazy.
It doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
They ran the punt team on the field. They're like, nah, yo.
Yeah, they
Run
said
it
a lot
back.
of people were saying there you could see the video where the ref's trying to stop the play, but nobody can hear him.
Yeah, the ref ran off the sideline, and before they said hike, was like trying to wave the play dead.
The reason I hate
But-
that people bring that play up is because Mahomes just gets sacked the next play and nothing happens. They're acting as if Kansas City won the game because of that extra play.
Yeah, no, it didn't make a
Like, sure, it
difference.
took a little bit extra time. Maybe that was a difference, but what really changed?
Well, they still got the ball with like a minute something left. Like they had time
the
to
Bengals
do.
had the ball with over 2 minutes because
Yeah.
they ended up running a play and going to the 2-minute warning.
They had plenty of time
Yeah.
to do what they needed to do. They just
So,
didn't
like,
get
that
it done.
play, regardless if it was cheating or the right call, it didn't change the game. Kansas
Yeah,
City
no.
didn't do anything after.
There was
They got
3 more
sacked.
plays, and then they
Yeah.
punted anyways.
It was over.
Ball don't lie.
Then, fucking Mahomes, one leg.
Yeah,
No, none of his top receivers.
Man.
Throws for 320 something yards. Makes all the plays he needs. I mean,
With no rushing game either.
No.
Yeah, none at all.
I mean, he had some screen games, I guess, if you want to like do
they're
something.
almost like runs.
But-
It's close.
He's unreal, dude. He's unreal. People were laughing at me on the TikTok that you posted for saying that Mahomes, if he wins the Super Bowl, is in the conversation. I think they were trying to think that. I think they misconstrued me trying to say that he would be like better than a LeBron James or Brady, but that's not what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is that would be his conversation. He wouldn't be competing against Josh Allen. He wouldn't be competing against Joe Burrow. Those are not the people he'd be competing and to be the best. He will be competing his legacy. That is it. He's already the best of his generation. He's already one of the greatest of all times. Everything he does from here on out is him competing with Brady, him competing with LeBron, him competing with Jordan, him competing with all-time American sports talents.
I don't think you could, like, I do think at trajectory-wise, you could say, like, he's on Tom Brady pace. He's already, if he gets this one, that's 2 real fast. But at the end of it, if you don't have 5, I don't think you can even talk about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
If he
that's
has
that's
five-
his only
If he has
competition.
5, you could be like,
Because he can have all the stats.
Dude was
with
carrying, but
Yeah.
if he has like 3 at the end, it's like
we've never seen a quarterback be this good for 6 years. Take any quarterback's 6-year peak. If he wins a Super Bowl, he's already got as many. He's one less appearance than Manning, the same amount of rings. He's got 2 more appearances than Brady, one more, or Rodgers, 1 more ring. I forgot what it was with Brady's first 6 years. I think it was like 3. He won 2 out of 3 or something.
I think so.
Or maybe he got the 3rd one in his 7th year.
I think I just saw a stat. Brady was one of the guys that had 3 Super Bowl appearances in 6 seasons.
Was it 6 seasons?
Yeah, Mahomes, Brady, Aikman.
But he won his first 3, right?
How many does Aikman have?
He had 4?
Yeah.
3 or 4.
But Aikman not. Aikman had.
I just wondered how many.
I know. I'm just saying. My point is obviously you can't say he's better than Brady. You cannot say he's better than Brady right now. But I'm taking this 6-year stretch from Mahomes over any 6-year stretch that we've ever seen from Brady.
Especially he's carrying the team. Brady was winning low-scoring games early on in his career.
Absolutely.
The game was different.
Great defenses.
Yeah.
He's making the game again that he lost to Brady in the Super Bowl. Dude's entire offensive line is out. He's running for his life. He's literally throwing the ball while his feet are not on the ground, making perfect plays. His fucking receivers are dropping touchdowns. This game he has the second half of last game plus this game he has 1 good leg. You see he's only taking like 6-inch steps. He's not doing full drop backs.
Or he won't even put his one leg on the ground.
Oh no, yeah, ankle sprains hurt.
A high ankle sprain has kept people out for 6 weeks before. But we were talking about at the beginning of the season. I forgot who had a high ankle sprain. And we were like, Darnold. We were like, why is he not back yet? And you were like,
right.
sometimes it's worse than breaking your ankle. Mm-hmm. And this dude just comes out here against the Bengals defense, fucking wins a game, no juju, like just with Valdez-Scantling.
Hardman went
crazy.
down again, right?
Hardman went down.
Tony went down.
Tony dropped
Tony.
a touchdown.
Yeah. He's unreal. And if you laughed at what I said last time, I challenge you to make an argument against it. Who is he competing with at this point? If he has 2 Super Bowls, assuming he gets Super Bowl MVP because he's a quarterback, he's going to win the MVP this year. So that's 2 MVPs, 3 Super Bowl appearances, 2 Super Bowl wins. He's led the league in passing like 2 or 3 times. Who the fuck's he competing with? Only GOATs. He's chasing the GOATs. That's it. In 6 years. If he plays 20 and he doesn't get hurt,
face planted though.
There's no way.
I'm just saying.
Like if the Eagles just roll them,
I think that could happen, but
it could happen.
But that's happened.
That's
That
not what
happened
I'm
to
saying.
Manning,
What if
who
his
people are
career
saying are
just
top
face
3.
plants? No, what if his career just face plants?
Unless he gets hurt, there's no way. He has too much talent. He has good coaching around him. There's no way for him to face plant.
No, I'm just saying, do you still take the 6-year stretch if he face plants the next?
I think
6
he's
years?
a Hall of Famer regardless. But
You think
obviously,
he
he's
gets-
obviously not
he
going to
gets-
pass guys like Rodgers and Brady if he just sucks the rest of his career. But that's just not going to happen.
I was
trade
just
him to
asking.
Denver. We'll see.
You can't. There's nothing you can do to Mahomes. Like, he isn't Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, we've kind of seen, even before, we've kind of seen be a fraud. But when he was winning those Super Bowls, he had the greatest defenses of all time. We've seen him fuck up here and there.
You don't put no stock into Andy Reid though. Like
I put a ton of fucking stock into that. I think if
if you
I mean,
put
he got
Josh
98-yard
Allen
touchdown with Henny.
in the same spot
No,
as Mahomes,
no.
you don't think he's going to 2 Super Bowls?
If Mahomes,
if you just swap teams, Mahomes is on the Bills, Allen's on the Chiefs, you don't think Allen's killing it?
Allen
going to the Super Bowl
has
this year.
That's a good point, though.
I don't.
Allen with a high ankle sprain is not winning games. His game is entirely too dependent on his legs. He's not. We've never seen Josh Allen have to make a guy like Valdez-Scantling look good.
That's
for one. 2, on his best days, Josh Allen is just as good as Mahomes. Mahomes does that every single day. That is what made Brady the GOAT. Rodgers has always been more talented. Rodgers on his best days was always better than Brady. Brady does it every single day. You know you can rely on Brady. I get he's had the games where he's won defensive games, but when he needed to make the plays, he's willing to take the 10 yards, the 7 yards. He's willing to do that shit. Rodgers was a lot of times not willing to do that shit. Josh Allen is if you take away could he? Maybe, but we haven't seen it, and I'm not going to give him the credit from what we possibly could see.
I think it's hard when he put up 10 points fully healthy with Diggs, and we watched Mahomes carry on one ankle with Scantling. Like, again,
Kelsey,
coaching goes into it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Kelsey didn't do nothing the whole second half. So he put
he had like a catch or
yeah,
2
he literally
catches.
was like, okay, Scanlon, it's on. You know, they're taking Kelsey out the game. Everybody else is hurt. We're going to make this happen. And they did.
Fair.
And that's another thing.
And
You
yeah, if
take
Allen
something
did
away
have
from him.
Andy Reid and Bellamy calling the plays, like we'll never know, and it's possible, but it's just crazy for me to think that you can't get Diggs the ball, you can't get anybody the ball, score 10 points at home versus Cincy.
No, that game was
And as
terrible.
much as we talk shit about Gabe Davis, he's still better than Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, I mean-
he's still.
Or like they're on the same
He
par.
is.
Gabe Davis sucks, bro.
Dude,
They're the
Valdez-Scantling
same
was like the 4th receiver in Green Bay, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the fourth receiver at Kansas City. He only started getting the ball because people started getting hurt.
Yeah.
was
Yeah, he
catching it
wasn't
at least,
nothing
though.
special.
Yeah,
in Green
one
Bay.
game. You can't. The problem is with a lot of you guys, like just not you, but people live in the moment. Like, oh, Scantling had one good game. He must be fucking good. He sucked all year.
Yeah.
My uncle was a huge Chiefs fan. Was like, take Scantling back because I'm a Packer fan. He's like, I hate that we have him. And it's funny. He texted me after the game and was happy, but the dude sucked all year.
Yeah, no, I
He
was looking
showed
at
up
his
at a
route
big
trees,
moment and.
like a diagram on Twitter. They have his like route tree participation, and he's like green for just streak,
Yeah.
and red on every other thing.
Yeah, like it was awesome that he showed up. He made some great catches, great plays, and came up big for Kansas City. But he's not good. Like,
you definitely have to give a ton of credit to Andy Reid. I mean, he's done nothing but this. Like, I think he's only had 2 offenses in his entire career not be top 10 or some crazy shit. But
he's pushing GOAT status too.
yeah, I mean that's why Bills fans don't want to root for the Chiefs. I put money on the Chiefs for 1, but 2,
For the Super Bowl?
yeah,
Like,
I'm just not betting against the GOAT. I'm not betting against Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, I
dude.
like the
If Pat
Eagles.
Mahomes has 2 healthy ankles and all his receivers come back,
Yeah, they're all supposed to be back. He's supposed to be good. I guess I don't know.
I got this stat.
It's gonna be a good game.
that Eagles roster is deep and
Yeah, it's
strong, like physical, athletic.
It's like a bunch of guys who didn't make it early on in their career came together and all
Yeah.
are just great
There's a
together.
bunch of dogs.
So I got this off the action. The Eagles were the best team in the NFC and in the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. But you can't ignore the low-quality quarterback they faced throughout the season. Eagles defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon runs a passive zone-heavy scheme. Major issues against top-tier pocket passers. Last year they got tore up, but that doesn't matter because they had added a bunch of players. So this year they faced 3 quarterbacks who finished top 10 in EPA per dropback. Jared Goff scored 35 points. Derek Prescott got 40. And then Trevor Lawrence obviously fumbled the ball.
What'd you say?
Derek Prescott.
I said, did I not say Dak?
That's another time, man. Wow.
What Derek Prescott do?
Shut
though?
the fuck up.
He was killing their shit.
Yeah. And then so either way, Jared Goff, Prescott roasted their defense,
Lawrence?
and then Lawrence they played in that rain game. He
All right.
fumbled like 5 times.
I wouldn't credit the Jared Goff game. They were up like 31-10. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying
that was
it's
a
Pat
bunch of
Mahomes
garbage
now,
time.
man. It's Pat Mahomes.
They
now.
got lockdown corners.
I don't care. Pat Mahomes gonna find a way.
His ankle better be like 110%. Like, it better be a whole new.
I do think he's going to have to be able to run because like their offensive line did a great job giving him time versus Cincy, and like against that Eagles pass rush, there's no way. he
Yeah,
can
the
stand
Eagles
back there.
D line is crazy.
They've been doing it all season though. It's
They
not
do
like-
have a great O line, but Philly has the best D line in the league.
We saw it happen with
Isn't
the Bucs.
and Pat Mahomes is like the best quarterback in the league against the blitz too.
The
Yeah, I
Bucs
mean,
Super
yeah.
Bowl, he
It's
was
just-
out there running for his life.
But his entire offensive line, like 4 out of his 5 starters that were out that game. That's why they went and got Orlando Brown the next year and they were playing. I mean, as good as the Eagles' defensive line. I mean, it might be as good as the Bucs. The Bucs had Sue. Was
They
that
got
is?
Sue now too, don't they?
Yeah.
They
The
got
Eagles
Sue.
too. not the same. It's not the same Sue though. Who were their ends that year? They had Sue, Vea.
Oh, you Vegas
They still
out.
had
Big
David,
dude.
who was blitzing. I don't know. Their defensive line was crazy though.
They
but-
had good linebackers too.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I just think they haven't played anyone good all year. They played
Yeah, I'm
the
done sleeping on the
49ers.
Eagles.
Purdy's fucking elbow gets torn and shit.
I'm done sleeping on the Eagles.
I'm not sleeping on the Eagles. Great team. I don't think they're gonna blow them out.
I can't bet
Chiefs
against
are
them
gonna
any
win.
longer.
You gonna bet against Mahomes? Go ahead,
I
man.
probably won't bet the game.
Did you bet San Fran?
No.
the difference is definitely going to be like
Huh?
I didn't take
the
it.
Eagles roster is so much better, I
knew
would think, than the
Kansas City
Chiefs
was
roster.
gonna win though, man.
But Jalen Hurts, I don't know. Last week he did not impress me, and
He didn't
that
have
is-
to, though.
That's what I would be
He
worried
didn't
about.
have to. He didn't have to.
Yeah,
He
that game was close for a while,
yeah, but
given
I mean,
that nothing was happening for the 49ers.
all you have to do was manage the ball and score some points. That's
And the 49ers defense is a lot better than the Chiefs offense.
what I'm saying. So, but they
Or defense. Dude, I don't know what's going on today.
What you
You're
got
just
in that
wrong about
drink, dude?
everything.
I don't know, man. Can't talk today.
But they knew that the Eagles defense would be able to hold the San Fran's offense, so they just had to manage the ball, score a couple points.
I don't think that. I think in a playoff game, you're just trying to do as good as you can. I don't think they're like, let's keep it. Let's game manage it.
Yeah, but part of playing a defense like this, like the 49ers, is managing the ball right.
Yeah, partially you're like, I don't want
Handle
to
the ball,
really
don't
go
turn it
crazy
over.
and mess things up when all I have to do is not mess up and we're going to win because they're going to just run 3 handoffs and then punt it.
We got to talk about Lane Johnson, actually. That dude might have had the best season in like offensive tackle history. He shut down Micah Parsons. He shut down Joey Bosa. I think Joey Bosa had like 1 or 2 rushes all game. I think he let in like, it was something like 5 or 6 pass rushes the entire season.
Hey, Duke. Isn't it Nick Bosa?
What the fuck did I say?
You said Joey, dude.
Oh my God, bro. I'm about to go home. Dude.
that's
I don't
close.
know. I do not know.
He was
That's
there.
at least his brother.
Joey was,
Joey was there. He was about to
I'm
fight
thinking,
out.
I'm like, damn, when did they play the Chargers? That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Oh my
they-
God, dude.
Oh, no, they didn't play the Chargers.
No, they didn't.
No, they did it.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know what's going on, man.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, he was there, though, at least.
I've been like worrying that I'm getting like early
It's
dementia
starting.
and
We
shit.
could tell.
I know, man. I don't know what's going on. Trying to give Lane Johnson credit. I can't even name the players right.
He has an
He
injured
shut
groin
down
too.
Nick Bosa.
Yeah, that is crazy.
He shut down Mike Parsons.
Which is impressive.
What was
He
his
shut down
injury?
Nick Bosa.
His groin is hurt too.
He don't need no groin, dude.
Nah.
He's the GOAT.
It's going to be cool with Kelsey brothers, too, I'm sure, like with their show or whatever.
Yeah,
over the next
Jason's
few
on the
weeks.
Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was you.
I wish. It should be lit.
Be mad. I don't know. You guys gotta start talking right now. I'm just fucking. I can't do it today. I don't know what it is.
What'd you guys think of that was clear late hit on Mahomes, right? There's no.
Yeah, no,
I
that's a
said it
flag.
while we were sitting there.
Yeah, there's no
Dude
arguing
took
that.
two steps in the white.
Although I saw a replay today that it looked like Mahomes only fell because their feet got tangled up.
It don't matter though.
I know
It was
it
still
was
out
a
of
clear
bounds,
penalty,
yeah.
but like
You
if
have
you
to sell
do
the
look at their
penalty anyway.
feet, like did he really even touch him with his arms?
Yeah, he touched him.
I don't know.
It shows
He
it.
did, but he didn't. He like pushed his shoulder. But
It don't matter. You don't,
I
you don't
know
touch
it was the right call.
Why
It
you
does.
touched the quarterback, man? He was fast.
Why don't you tackle Pacheco, man?
Yeah, that's what he should have said. I felt bad for that dude, though. He was crying on the sideline, crying in the locker room.
Did you see
and-
the locker room interview?
yeah, where his
with
teammate was
teammate
sticking
was
up
like,
for him?
"Yo,
That was cool.
Yeah, that was.
I
cool.
like that shit a lot. Did you see that?
Nah,
Yeah.
what happened?
BJ Hill.
BJ Hill was standing there while they were interviewing. What's his name?
Wasai or something.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he knows a name.
And,
Oh, SSAI.
They were asking him like kind of like rude questions, and Hill was like, "Don't ask him." Like, nah,
like,
we're
"Come
not
on,
doing that." Yeah.
Does it
Well, like
feel
you
bad
said,
that you
he
pushed
played-
him
he
and
played-
they
Yeah,
led
Does
to
it
an
feel
easy
bad that you
field goal?
cost your team the Super
like-
Bowl?
They
It's
said
like
that?
pretty much, yeah.
Well, BJ Hill said what you said. Like, as soon as the play happened, you were like, "Well, he's been playing really good all
Yeah, he
game."
played it. He was probably the best defender on Cincinnati that game.
And
It
BJ
sucks
Hill
it
said
happened.
that he was making more plays than anyone out there. Like it sucks.
Not
to
Eli
happen.
Apple.
Like without that dude, they're not even in the position to have that penalty
I think,
called. So
He's only 22 too.
yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's young. Poor guy.
I think they probably would have made it anyway from where they were.
Well, you
It
gotta
would have been
remember the win.
trickier.
Remember
It was
when-
going to be like
Weren't they in the
54.
40 though?
Yeah.
But looking
Well,
at
the
the
40 is
kick,
57 yards.
Oh,
and
that's fair, yeah.
They said before the game, Bucker's max. I was telling you was 50, and it didn't look. The 45, it wasn't like he just crushed it. I mean, it was a great kick, but it didn't look like it was going to go from much farther than that. Maybe like 50.
yeah, no, it didn't look like it had the distance, but
yeah. He
if
could
you're
have kicked
kicking,
it
you could
differently.
kick it
15
harder.
yards is a lot of yards, though,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
It sucks that the game was not decided on it, but like
You had to, though.
you have to make the call. It sucks the timing of it, but it's not like the refs were like handing the game to the Chiefs.
No, it
a
was
fucking-
clear.
It was a roughing the passer call. They called roughing the passer and fucking or unnecessary roughness,
It
whatever
really,
they called.
it really is that dude's fault. He shouldn't have touched him. But like at the
Well,
same
it was
time,
a bang bang play too. Like
His
it wasn't.
teammates shouldn't have been barking at him, though.
No, absolutely not.
That's corny
That dude
to me.
apologized too. He's probably just pissed. And
Yeah,
stuff,
it don't
but-
matter, though.
Right.
But the
It
thing
does
is,
show
I
that he
don't
wants
think
to win. That
Yeah,
guy
but on
really wants
camera,
to win.
you barking at your teammate? I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't really on camera.
Tom Brady
Yeah, it was
does that
during
shit
the,
all
they
the
were like
time.
walking in the locker room. Like I'm sure he didn't know it was being recorded or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
That shit was funny though.
But it wasn't like
You touched the quarterback.
it wasn't like he like knocked him off his shit. It was a pretty bang bang play. He was chasing him, and
You can't let him get into field goal range.
I
like,
know it sucked, man. It like
He probably didn't even know. He might not even realize he was out of bounds.
That was clutch by Mahomes, though. A broken ankle, you're out here scampering
This
around.
dude called it.
Yeah, I told Duke's dad that.
yeah, it did
He
right
called it.
before the play. He's like, now he's gonna run. He hasn't ran all game. He's gonna run right now.
I figured like since he would think no way this dude can run. And I see a lot of. I feel like a lot of people around here, like a lot of the Bills fans that don't like Kansas City, were mad, like thought the refs were handing it to Mahomes.
I think
I don't even
the
know how you
Chiefs
could get
got
mad
more
at that, though. Like,
calls.
say you don't like you're not liking the Bengals either. Like,
Yeah, you shouldn't like either team.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't feel like the refs just handed Kansas City anything.
nah.
Like I said, they gave him the extra set of downs with the extra third down. And
If something would have transpired from that,
then that would be something.
that'd be
But since he held their own, even though they shouldn't have had to, they forced another 3-and-out, sacked Mahomes, and the game went on.
And to be fair, it wasn't just Bills fans. Like everyone on Twitter was like talking about the refs. But I think Mahomes is starting to enter that territory.
Oh, he's definitely the villain. Of the league.
So now everyone kind of is looking for reasons for him not to win. Like when Brady beat him with that fucking stupid offsides. Like
people were mad then.
But it was the
That
right
was
call.
dumb. Nah, that was dumb.
It was the right call though. That's the argument I make for this call. It's like it was definitely the right call, but like should you make it in that so big of a circumstance? Because
how can you
was
not
it Chris
make
Jones? Or was it Frank Clark?
No, it was Jones.
It was D Ford. They ended up
D
trading
Ford,
him.
yeah, it's D Ford.
Really?
Yeah, he was off.
It
He
didn't,
was
It
offside.
didn't make a difference
They
in the
traded
play
him to
though.
San Fran
Neither
immediately.
did that call. If they don't make that call, the Chiefs don't lose anything.
Let me ask you something.
The only difference between that roughing call was him being a yard out of bounds. It doesn't hurt either team if you don't make the call. Same thing with the Chiefs call.
Well,
Or
that call,
the call against the Patriots.
So you can't tell me you don't want those calls to be. They have to be made.
nah,
They have
not
to
the
be made.
offside, not the offside.
Why not? It's part of the game.
You
don't
can miss-
Don't jump the ball.
He didn't. No,
He
it's
didn't
not that he was
jump.
jumped. He was
He
just
lined
lined
up
up
offsides.
He lined up his hand was like
Like, come on,
half
dude.
a yard.
On an
That's
interception,
the same thing.
and
You guys
Tom Brady
remember,
threw an
do you remember that
interception
one
that play, I
time?
believe.
The one I forgot what game it was. He asked the ref if he was good. The
Oh,
ref,
McLaurin.
yeah, and he said yeah, and then they called.
Oh
him out.
yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Who cares though?
But I'm saying, I mean, the rough and the passer call. The people that are like mad about it. Do you not want them to call that call?
I'm not really mad about it. Like I said,
You
I
can't
don't,
be
there's
mad.
really
It's part of the game.
There's no right or it's just like it was the right call, but it sucks that it might have
does suck
decided
that
the
it
game.
ended that
Like
way.
it sucks that
If dude
maybe they
don't touch
miss
him,
a
there's no call though, and you can move on.
But you also got to tell the defender like they were running really fucking fast. You expect him to like
it's part of his job to know.
That's kind of wild
Running
to say.
back,
like, slows
If I'm running to tackle you, you think the split second before I tackle
But
you,
then we're
I'm
out of
looking
bounds
down
and you touch my
but
back.
this
touches his
dude's
back.
running 20 miles an hour.
No, he's already falling to the ground and he touches
He was
his
not
back. There's
falling
no-
to the ground.
Yes, he was. Pull up the fucking
he
clip.
was diving,
No.
but he was
Dude, pull up the clip.
he was jumping
Pull
out of
up the
bounds.
clip.
He didn't fucking shove the dude. He went.
Dude,
like
what?
this until he
Mahomes
pushed his
was
elbow.
already falling. He hit his back, man.
It was more about their feet getting tangled up.
It wasn't.
But he was already falling. You don't have to touch him when he's falling.
Of
Oh, no,
course
you
you don't. I'm not
definitely
saying that you
didn't have
should,
to.
dude. I'm saying that it was a very close play. And the guy, when you're running to try and make a game-saving tackle, you're not looking down at the last split second. Oh fuck, he's out of bounds.
But there's no reason to even touch him when he's already falling to the ground. Because
it wasn't like
they
he
could
was.
call that outside if you push him too hard.
True, but
There's no reason to do it. He's already going to the ground.
I gotta look at this play because you're
just
making
didn't-
it seem like he was already like.
He was already falling and he touches him.
He could have been diving for a first down. He could have been doing anything.
But it doesn't change anything because you're just pushing him straight down, which he's
You're
doing
pushing
anyway.
him out of bounds. Let's just get him out of bounds
Pull up the
before
clip.
he gets to the thing. I don't even know what to look up. Pat Mahomes roughing the passer.
Yeah, it probably pop right up.
Pat Mahomes free 15 yards, game over, Super Bowl trip.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 12-minute, and here's another. It was a close play. You're acting like he was all the way out of bounds already.
He was 2 steps.
He was 2 steps.
and falling
It was
to the ground
plenty out of bounds, which is made
and
it
falling
easy
to the
call.
ground.
I don't think he was falling to the ground.
He
though.
was falling to the
He was
ground
running by himself.
because he hits him in his back.
Yeah, this is
He hits him in his back down to the ground. That's
Well, yeah, that's how he fell. He wasn't just falling.
he
on
was
his own.
already falling.
This isn't.
He
The
wasn't
right
even
one.
touched.
I can't. You can try and find the play.
Yes,
it
he
was.
was.
It was closer than you're making it seem. It was definitely a clear roughing the passer. He was 2 feet out of bounds, but he was in the process of running the ball. It wasn't like the dude he got out of bounds, dude just smacked him. He was in the process of running the ball.
And it wasn't malicious either. Like
I didn't say it was malicious.
I'm just throwing that out there.
He hit him late. It sucks. It was the right call. It just
Back
I
to the-
get why
back
I
to the
get what he was
Chiefs,
doing. It wasn't like a
Patriots
really
game,
dumb
though.
play on his part. He was trying to get Mahomes out of bounds as fast as possible to keep him out of field goal range. It was a really fast play. He didn't look down. He didn't see the dude step out of bounds.
Yeah, no, it was a clear flag.
I'm gonna look right now.
I'm just like it's easy to tell someone that you shouldn't push someone out of bounds when you're not the guy running 20 miles an hour for a game-winning play. It's like I don't know what you expect this guy to think. And I do think that quarterbacks are a little too protected in today's NFL.
They be flailing too.
He flat out 100%.
Yeah, he flopped. But that's smart.
I guess he
Do the
actually
flop.
pushes him.
Yeah.
He does push him, but I think he definitely pushed him. But I
thought
think
he was already falling.
I think he was.
I don't know, man. Look at this.
But he obviously thinks that's close,
No,
dude.
watch.
That's a close hit.
How is that close?
How is that not close?
Watch it.
They definitely weren't making no field goal.
From where they were.
Mm-hmm.
They had time, though. They had time.
They had time
That's
to get,
close,
like, a
dude.
quick out play.
He's literally starting the process of trying to tackle Mahomes before they go out of bounds. He's got his hand forward.
Let me see again.
Watch. He's got his hand forward right there. Soon as they're going out of bounds, he's
Back it up.
He's already starting right there. Boom. Yeah, it was late. It was
clear.
the right call. I'm not saying it was the wrong call, but to say that it was just a dumb play on his part when he's chasing a dude down, it's not like he was fucking 4 steps out of bounds.
I guess, man. And he got hurt during the play. That's crazy.
I don't know. I think
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That his leg was like.
Yeah, he said his knee buckled or whatever.
personally, I probably wouldn't have called it. I would have been like, you got to do that. Ball don't lie, but
What call?
it was the right call.
It has to be.
Nah, you got to call that one.
I don't think you have to.
You don't
Have
got to
to.
call the
I
offsides.
don't think you have to. I don't
the
think
offsides.
it
you
doesn't
don't
have to
call.
call
It
that.
does not affect the game any way, shape, or form if you do not make the call. It doesn't help either team. Mahomes gets the yards he earned. That's it.
That's true, but it was clear and obvious.
Then you gotta change all the rules then. If you don't make the call,
Yeah, they don't call every single
dude,
call.
they call a lot of them. They call things that really shouldn't be a roughing the passer.
Well, that's
So-
another.
so if
well,
you're-
that's another thing. Okay, the hit on Burrow, either the drive before, or 2 drives before, was clearly late. It wasn't. It wasn't rough. It wasn't that hard, but it was still the same thing.
maybe.
He pushed him late. Burrow fell. He
Yeah,
didn't get
maybe.
the call.
Yeah, but it's different because he wasn't out of bounds. That's the thing.
But if anything, it's worse because the ball was clearly out of his hands. For us, it was clear that he was out of bounds.
I guess.
If
I
you're
don't know,
chasing a guy down, you're
I
not
think
noticing
they
that.
should have made the call. You've been calling roughing the passers.
Then make
all
both
year.
calls.
I guess.
I'm not saying that the Bengals win that game without that call. I picked the Chiefs in the beginning. I think Pat Mahomes finds a way to win the game. If they don't make the call, though, who cares? What changes? The Chiefs got to make a play.
Probably
Like they should have to
gain
do.
7 yards in 6 seconds and then kick field goal and win the
Probably.
game anyways.
Probably. I would just would have rather seen that. But either way, I think the right team won. I
Little
don't think
pass to Kelsey, bam, bam.
you can't blame the refs, but it does suck when that's how games are decided.
I don't know. I just think you can't just when it's clear you can't pick and choose.
They did.
I guess, but maybe they didn't see that one. Maybe they considered him in motion already. I don't know.
Didn't Cincinnati just do a 3 and out?
Yeah. Well, was it a 3 and out? I know they
plenty of
punted, but
opportunities.
No, they got
Yeah.
they got a 3rd and 16 or whatever to Hurst from
Yeah.
their own 10
that's
and then
right.
went
Oh,
3
yeah,
and
that
out
was
after
ridiculous.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was a good play.
He's like, this guy?
Yeah.
no, absolutely. The Chiefs deserve to win the game. I'm not sitting here saying the refs decided the game. It just
You did say that though.
no,
the
I wouldn't.
Bengals had a lot of opportunities to make plays. And
Yeah, they didn't.
didn't.
So let's go to the Super Bowl. I mean, I've already said who I think is going to win. How do you think it's going to go?
I think the Eagles are going to win, but I feel a lot like you where if like Mahomes he's that good, I wouldn't be surprised if they win. But I think the Eagles are just too good. Top to bottom, like they're just fucking loaded.
Yeah,
I get it, dude.
I'm
but-
riding with the Eagles.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised though, like you guys said, that if the Chiefs win, they're clearly capable of.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
winning.
a great game. I don't think that they'll blow Kansas City out.
I think the Chiefs.
I
Have
wouldn't
just
even
like every team the Chiefs have played really have been a better team than outside of Mahomes. Like,
Well, yeah, that's why he's that good.
yeah, I feel like this is a legacy game. He knows it's a legacy game. He knows how high it pushes him up if he wins. He's an underdog once again in a playoff game, and it's a neutral site. I just
Jason
don't.
Kelsey's going to know how to stop Travis and shit. They're going to put him out there on defense.
Oh my god.
It's so great. You guys ever listen to the podcast?
I've seen like clips.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
Travis said when we were younger, before Jason decided to put on this weight, he was faster than me,
Yeah.
stronger than me,
I've
bigger.
seen that.
For real?
Yeah, and it's like, why didn't this dude just? He played running back at.
Why
he
would you
started,
want
he
to
came
be a
into,
center?
He came into Cincinnati, or
Center's
maybe it
one
was
of the
just
most
high
important
school.
jobs.
Yeah, but it's not one of the best paying. Like, and
I'm
They
sure
get paid pretty
They get paid
good.
real well.
Centers get paid pretty good. I mean, it's not
They
like
at least
tackles or
I'm sure Jason gets paid really well. I don't know that all centers are
Not
getting
all,
paid. Yeah.
but
Well,
like
top
no, like
centers, though.
Mitch Morse made like 11 million.
That's like a
They get a decent
gruesome
amount.
position
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah, he
all
probably
the
Yeah, but they
contact,
probably
every
love
play.
that shit. Yeah.
Well, both of them admitted that center's the easiest position on the. It's the easiest position to cover up on the offensive line. They both said that. I've said 100 times on this podcast, I will not speak on offensive line because I don't know what the fuck goes into it. But they said that if you could cover up any position on offensive line, it would be center.
Are centers like? Do they last long?
I don't know.
Like the longevity of them? Like
Yeah, I'm
Kelsey's
sure.
been around a while, right?
Yeah.
he
Mitch
seems
Morse
pretty
has been
old.
around a
I
while.
would say like at least over 10, right?
I think it's like any other position if you're good.
Except
I don't
running
know.
back.
Guards fall off like crazy. Like there's guards like Saffold was great last year, trash this year.
He was literally the worst.
Yeah, so I can't believe he had a lower grade than Spencer Brown, but we're not going to get too deep into
Yeah, let's
that.
not even bring the Bills up, man.
Damn, I forgot what I was saying now.
All they need is the
What
line.
about like centers and
And
how
a
long
wide
they
receiver.
last?
No,
You
but
said
it's
guards
before
were
that.
getting,
No, before that though, we were talking about. Oh, Jason Kelsey was like just a better athlete than Travis Kelsey in every way. It's like why wouldn't he stay as a position player? He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't start off. He didn't even play offensive line until he got to Cincinnati.
Maybe something happened in his life. He started putting on weight or something. I don't know.
He's a good.
I'm pretty
center,
sure he
though.
said he put on weight to play center.
Maybe he wanted to have the
You
ball
said
in his hand every
Cincinnati?
play.
They got some really good restaurants out there.
He played college at Cincinnati. Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, you got to listen to the clips, but they said he was better at Travis Kelsey than at every part of football.
Yeah, no, you should stay a
Well,
position
Kelsey
player.
was like he wasn't like a big college player, right?
No, I know Jason got him looked at with the Eagles, I
Yeah.
believe.
It was like he wasn't.
When was he drafted, Travis?
Was he drafted?
No, he was definitely drafted. I'm almost 100% sure he was drafted, but
Yeah, it's funny. I guess Brandon
It
Graham
had
was
to be
talking
probably
shit
like
to
3 years before Mahomes, I would say, or 4.
Yeah, it was definitely 3 or 4 years. Two at least.
2013 draft. He was second round.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he must have been
second
better
round
in
is
college
good.
than
Oh wait, no,
tight
no,
end,
no,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Oh.
no. 69th overall.
That's still good.
Yeah, it's real good.
The Jets
round.
picked someone.
So that's early third.
Yeah, that's
The
like
Jets-
okay.
Who the fuck is Smith? Jets drafted Smith, second round, 2013 draft, 39th pick.
Vince
Kelsey
Smith?
taken 24 picks later at 69th overall.
Smith. Who?
I don't know.
Will?
What were you saying though about
Will
Graham?
Smith?
I guess like Brandon Graham and Thibodeau were talking shit before the game, and Jason Kelsey told him like, "Don't do that. Like I'm the one that's got to block this dude, and you're firing him up." Like I like that he told his teammate that
He
shit.
said, "Yo, chill."
Yeah, he's like, I'm already the one blocking him. He's already a good player. Like he don't need any extra ammunition. You're not blocking him. He called Brandon Graham out on that shit.
Let's fire.
Yeah,
First brother duo. The first brother duo. The
To
first
face each other.
the first time two black quarterbacks. Both quarterbacks are black.
Andy Reid versus old team.
Andy Reid versus old team.
Yep.
Come on, bro. The Chiefs are smacking these
It's a
dudes.
good. There's some good storylines going.
The Chiefs are smacking these dudes, man.
That Philly roster is legit.
I don't care. Andy Reid needs to get his get back. He brought them to 4 straight NFC Championship games. He loses to Belichick in the Super Bowl. Belichick and Brady, they fire him. They didn't make a Super Bowl for like 10 or 15 years after that.
It wasn't 10 or 15.
It was like
6.
6.
That's it. Nah, 'cause
They
it was
lost
the
the
whole
Super Bowl.
Chip-
They lost the
the
Timmy
whole
corrected
Chip
you.
Kelly time.
He lost the Super Bowl in like
Timmy
2005, right?
Timmy corrected you. He called me. He was like, it was like 6 or 8 or some shit like that, not 10 or 15.
There was a whole Chip Kelly. They sucked era.
Yeah, I think Timmy's wrong.
Oh, then we can call him out after.
Andy Reid got fired.
I don't know when he got fired. I'm talking. What
The
was
Philadelphia
question when he got
Eagles fired head coach
when he
Andy.
got fired to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. I was talking about when the Eagles
What
made
was the Super Bowl?
No.
2017
Okay, you might
was
be
when
right
they
then.
won.
Yeah.
When did he get fired?
I don't know.
2012. Oh yeah,
So
so,
that
it was,
makes
yeah,
sense,
yeah,
yeah. I
5
thought-
5 years
then?
later.
I
5
thought
years?
you guys were talking about
Yeah.
when the Eagles lost the Super
like a
Bowl
smart
to the
move.
Patriots.
Because he said last time he got fired, they didn't go back for 10 or 15 years.
Oh, okay.
But Timmy was like,
it was
nah,
10
it was like
years.
6.
It was 10 years ago. Today, in 2 weeks, Andy Reid faces the team that fired him 10 years ago.
And what did they win a Super Bowl
They won a
5
Super Bowl
years ago?
5 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get another one this 2 weeks.
They're not
from
going to
now.
get it.
It's either gonna be
So that
like
was
a
another time you
3-point
were
win
wrong.
for the Chiefs or the Eagles.
That was off
gonna
the
win by,
top.
like
You guys
17.
didn't correct me. You guys didn't know
I
that.
didn't
was,
know.
that was off the top.
I didn't know.
Even right now,
That was off the
listening,
top of my
I thought
head.
You said from the last time the Eagles went to the Super Bowl.
That's probably what I did say.
No, you didn't. You said
Are you
from
sure?
when he got
That
fired.
I know is like at least
You said
10
from when he
years.
got fired because he was like, nah, that's not true. He's like, I had to stop listening because your boy's spitting non-facts.
Dang.
That's fine. I took it off the top of my head.
I was letting you know.
It's all right.
I meant to tell you on the side, but now that we're on air.
That's fine. Everyone can't pull up shit right at the top of their head.
That was
fine.
good.
10 years after Super Bowl, I know I was somewhere around the.
Yeah, you were right.
I was
Almost.
somewhere around there. Either way, they fired my man. He was the GOAT there until Peterson won a Super Bowl with him. And now he's about to smack their shit. He's about to be like, I would have been the GOAT. You should have never fired me.
I don't know if they win. That's a good move on the Eagles by getting rid of him.
If the Eagles win?
Yeah, that's 2 Super Bowls since he's been gone in 10 years. That's great.
Oh yeah, any team would sign up for that shit.
Absolutely. I'd fire McDermott today.
Yeah, back up, buddy.
If we could win a Super Bowl in 5 years, if they were like,
Where
we
did
fire
the Eagles'
McDermott.
new coach come from?
Nick Sirianni.
Yeah,
I think
Nick
he was
Sirianni,
in
I forgot his
college.
name.
I seen
They
some
said he
today
was a
that
wide receiver coach
on Kansas City, right?
for Andy Reid.
Yeah, because they were saying that everybody's talking about Andy Reid, obviously, because he was a head coach, but this dude coached on Kansas City, so
That's fire.
But he had to be an offensive coordinator after that somewhere, I would guess.
yeah, I feel like he had to do something bigger.
He was the offensive coordinator
I feel like you can't go wide receivers coach,
For the
head
Colts.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
No,
wild.
you
for the
can. You
Colts.
can. That dude.
under Frank Reich.
What Judge? The Giants
Oh,
head
Joe
coach.
Judge or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, that's right.
What was he? He was like an offensive line coach or something?
He was like a receivers coach for the Patriots, so
Yeah.
it's like, how the fuck did he get a job?
Jay
Their
Watt.
I
receivers
guess look
suck,
at Jeff Saturday. He was just an offensive lineman.
Well, yeah, he wasn't even a coach.
Just ESPN.
yeah.
He did coach with the Chiefs, though. He's assistant
Yeah.
coach with the Chiefs and Chargers. Went to the Colts when Frank Reich went there.
Where'd Frank Reich just go now? Carolina?
Carolina. I like that move for them.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What?
He
Don't say like Frank Wright wasn't all right.
He wasn't.
How wasn't he?
What did Colts do?
Well,
Colts-
look
the
at their
Colts-
situations.
The Colts were kind of a disappointment under
That shit was not his fault. They fired him for no reason.
I don't
Matt
know.
Ryan blows, Nick Foles, Sam Ellinger, whatever his name
Was
is.
he on the Colts this year?
Frank Reich?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fired
they
him.
fired him like 6 or
5
7 weeks in.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like
They had
that.
Sam Ellinger out there running around.
He
Yeah,
fucking
why?
blows. They all blow. Every
they had
quarterback
Sam
on that
Ellinger 'cause
team sucks.
Matt Ryan was better than Sam Ellinger.
Matt Ryan blows.
And he was
Bro, their
better
He
than
offense-
fucking sucks.
Their offensive
He's
line-
dog shit. Okay?
He is.
All right, so let's not that's not Frank Wright's fault.
Their offensive line was
Look what he did
complete
with Wentz.
trash,
Wentz
dude.
blows too.
Yeah.
Look what he did with Wentz. They almost they lost to the Jags. Look at the
They
Jags.
almost
Jags are
got
nice.
a 7th seed.
I mean,
And they
shit.
lost to the Jags
Fuck.
with the Jags.
What they
are
do
the
with
number
Jeff
1 pick,
Saturday,
right?
they blew the biggest
Yeah.
lead in history. They ain't do it with Frank Wright.
That's what the Vikings do.
And Frank Reich was the quarterback on the other biggest comeback.
Yeah,
in the Bills.
motherfucker. Matt Ryan was dog shit.
I could just see the
That's
Colts getting
facts.
like Kyler
Yeah,
Garoppolo.
Frank
this
Nick
year. They
Foles
just never draft a
Is
quarterback.
bigger dog shit.
Yeah, Nick Foles. I can't believe that.
I don't know how he
He
fell
said,
off
is he
so
running
crazy.
or walking?
Did you see how slow he was, though? I couldn't believe how slow he was.
He's just trying to get paid, man.
I mean, I respect Nick Foles shit.
Get paid how?
Look at Chad. Chad Henne's still in the league, bro. I didn't even
Chad
know he
Henne's
was.
nice.
Chad
I didn't
Henne
even know
cooks
he
when
was in the
comes in.
league, bro.
He
did
need
it
to
last
go to
year,
the
too.
Colts.
He played like one game a year for the past 7 years, just
Chad
getting
Henne
paid.
comes
The
in.
divisional round both times. He came in against the Browns and won the
Browns
game.
too,
and
yeah.
then this
This is
game he had that
nuts,
drive.
dude.
They pull out the Alex Smith
I wish I
playbook.
was a backup quarterback, dude. Dude's probably getting paid $4 or $5 million. Comes in once a year. Does
Dude, they're
de-
saying. I think
does
somebody said
decent.
Josh Johnson makes over he makes a couple mil or something. Like how?
Like $3 million.
How?
Yeah, I don't know.
He was on like
He was like
practice
the
squads
fourth
for like
string.
3 years.
Didn't they sign him off like the Jets practice squad or some shit
I don't
like
know
that?
how you don't
played
get a
at-
better
what,
backup
what did he play
quarterback
for in
than
the? I think he
him.
played for
Whose
like
practice squad was he on? I remember they signed
He
him.
played for like the Ravens or something in the preseason.
I'll go look right now.
Like, how are you not able to grab a fourth? Like, now that you're on your 3rd string, you
Yeah,
should have a 4th
right.
stringer that's better.
Broncos
than
are
that guy.
finalizing a deal with Saints to hire Sean Payton as head coach.
For real?
Yeah.
Broncos, you said?
Yeah.
Wow, Russ
Sutton
is
to
back.
the moon.
Judy and Russ
Yo.
are back.
I wanted him to go to the Cardinals, but
Nah,
I want them to still fail.
who? The Broncos.
The Broncos.
I just
know.
want Sutton to be
Why?
good, man.
Sean
yeah, I
Payton's
think
nice.
Sutton and Judy will be really good now.
Why did he pick the Broncos?
They're kind of loaded.
No, he only
suck.
He
he's
should
only
the
made
Cardinals.
Josh Johnson's only
Cardinals
made
suck,
8.6 total
Cardinals
cash.
The Broncos do got a loaded roster, but you just saw what
They-
Russ was doing.
Sean Payton's not gonna be around that much longer. They're gonna get this deal. He's gonna be in the league for like 3 or 4 more years, maybe.
Wait a minute, but they wanted a first-round pick for him, right?
They're probably gonna do some shit like they're finalizing a deal.
Dude,
It could
the
be
Broncos
anything.
don't
Saints
have
were saying
one,
they
right?
Yeah, but
wanted.
the Saints, listen,
Yeah, for real. They
Hear me
got
out
rid of,
though.
like, everything.
Hear me out though. The Saints will take whatever. So if it,
It
No,
could be
the
you
like,
Saints-
don't listen. Denver could be like, here's a 2029 first. Why wouldn't you take that? You're giving up somebody that you don't have anyway.
yeah, I
Well,
would still
when-
take it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know,
2026.
man. I would have tried to get like Hopkins in a first out of fucking or Hopkins
They're
in
not gonna
something.
give
Not,
a-
They
nah.
might have got Hopkins in
They don't
something.
need Hopkins. They
Yeah,
need Sean
Hopkins
Payton.
ain't gonna do nothing for the Saints.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
this-
talking about the Saints?
Yeah.
But what is D Hop gonna do for the Saints?
Yeah, just eat
They're not
cap
going to no
space.
Super Bowl.
They're not winning anything.
They have no chance.
They have no pick.
Who are they paying at quarterback? What cap space?
It doesn't. I'm saying you
But
don't
you're
go
gonna just
get
pay
D-Hop.
wide
D-Hop
receivers
goes,
just
you,
'cause?
you go get D-Hop on for teams that think they can make
Bro,
it to the
all
Super
of
Bowl.
their
The Saints
receivers,
can't do
all
that.
of their receivers were hurt this year.
No, they weren't.
Olave.
Landry missed games. Michael Thomas was out. Olave was eating.
Landry
And
not
Shaheed
good.
or whatever his name is.
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have him playing next year.
He's
nice.
gonna be playing.
nice.
He's gonna be playing.
Rashid Shaheed
Seriously.
is
So you're gonna
nice.
take a 2029 first-round pick over DeAndre Hopkins?
Yes.
Yeah, if
Damn,
I'm the
that's what
Saints.
wait, that's what you guys said they got.
No,
no,
he
no,
said-
no. I'm
he
just
just
saying, why wouldn't they?
Oh shit.
If I was the Saints, I'd rather
'Cause
have
what
a
else is
29
Denver giving
first.
them?
I'd rather have a first than
Yeah, I
D-Hop.
don't know.
Yep.
Denver doesn't have their first this year. Next year, or
So
did they give him 3
2027.
They
first?
probably gave him something.
I'm okay with that. Fuck it.
No, I'm saying I'd rather a first than a D-Hop and some shit.
No, they got a first for
if I'm
Chubb.
the Saints, I'm
Didn't
trying
they
to
get a first for
rebuild.
Chubb from the Dolphins?
Oh yeah.
They could get that one. Here you go. Whoop, Sean Payton.
I feel like did Chubb do anything for Miami?
They
Chubb?
kind of
Yeah.
fell apart as
I think-
like 2 weeks after he got there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
He,
feel like
he
he
had
didn't
to have done something. I heard his name be mentioned once in the playoff game, I think.
make, like, wow, this guy sucks.
He got there, they were like Super Bowl contenders, and then went on to win one game the
Yeah,
rest of the
that's
year,
wild,
9-6.
Yeah.
When they got him, I really was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I
Like,
couldn't
that's-
believe it.
'cause you
I
know
forgot they
those-
got. There you go. That's probably what they gave up was Bradley Chubb, basically, for Sean Payton.
That's fair.
Fucking
They were
send
the-
it.
Fair trade.
This is the whole plan, man. They're like, let's look at the.
I'm about to go
Does
Matt
it say-
Wilson for MVP next
I
year.
might, dude.
Does it say the?
Russ is gonna be nice.
I don't know, dude.
Maybe not, but
There's
they're
a
gonna do
chance,
some
'cause
shit. They're gonna make a
he
little
went
noise.
from like the
I'll tell you
worst
what, they'll score
coaching
more than 12
possible.
points a game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, that's right.
Adam Schefter said Denver's 2023 first-round pick. So did they have their own first
They had
round?
Miami's.
No, they had Miami's
But
probably.
but it didn't. Usually he says like via Miami.
So isn't that like
Well,
pick
Denver's
33?
Oh,
belongs
yeah,
to
maybe they
Seattle.
really had their own then.
Isn't
Nah.
that
Miami doesn't have a first round this year.
Oh yeah, that wasn't
They
Miami's then.
they gave it up.
They got stripped or
Oh
whatever.
no, because but
Denver
Alright,
must
wait
have
a
had their
minute,
own
wait a
still
minute.
then?
No, Seattle has it because they're lit. That
Oh, yeah,
Denver
they
was
got a
so
top
bad.
early pick,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're like, top 5 pick.
Yeah.
Bum ass Russ. That dude sucks.
do you think they go quarterback?
Who?
Seattle?
Seattle? No.
I could see them at some point in the draft, but I don't know if they'll do it early.
I don't think they go quarterback yet because you can just ride the Geno
Yeah,
wave
Geno
and your
played
fan
so
base will be
well.
happy for like
I don't,
at
the
least
end,
one
I
more
felt
year.
Like Geno was like old Geno though.
This should.
Yeah.
I might be tripping. I don't
He
know.
did look bad towards the end, but he had a great year. I think
Yeah.
they could at least maybe I don't know.
This doesn't make sense. So
How
Adam
many years
Schefter
can you count on
tweets.
You
Geno?
can build up the rest of your roster more and just suck.
Yeah.
Like if Geno sucks, they'll be happy because they can
They
draft
probably
a real
if Geno
quarterback.
started sucking, they would try probably.
And
Drew
they
Lock.
have the excuse.
Oh, they might.
He was good.
tank for Caleb Williams.
Yeah. I don't think they could be that bad though.
I don't think as long as Carroll's the coach, they'll ever tank.
Yeah.
It's like Belichick. We're 80. We don't.
Yeah,
wanna,
but-
we don't want to tank.
Pete
What
Carroll's old.
what
So
Schefter
it
say?
says Denver's 2023 first round pick and next year's second round pick for Sean Payton and the 2024 third from Saints. But then the trade
So
summary,
lit.
the trade summary from the Russell Wilson contract says that their 2023 first and second round picks are already in.
Were they protected?
No, Seattle has the
Seattle
first round.
has it, yeah.
Seattle has it because they are hype.
So what the fuck are they trading?
Yeah, hit up Schefter, man. Get him out of there.
Don't,
go look.
it don't make no sense.
yeah.
I saw on Twitter that Schefter said the NFL is not rigged. So it's true.
You gotta trust
Well, you guys
what
look
it
that
says.
up. You see
Yeah.
what Roger said today on the McAfee show?
What did he say?
That was sad. He said,
You were
Oh, I
sad?
did-
yeah,
Why?
he said the Packers are having like conversations without him, and he was saying he still hasn't made his mind up, but he said there is conversations being had that I haven't been a part of.
Like his mind about retiring?
Yeah, he hasn't made his mind up yet,
Okay, 1 second.
Because
Sorry.
you can't just leave.
but they're talking about like their future and haven't had him involved in those conversations. So they're looking. It looks like they'll probably move on.
So the Dolphins didn't have their own first round pick, but they had the 49ers pick. So they gave the
DeMeco
Broncos
Ryans
the
is
40.
Houston Texans' new head coach.
Oh, nice.
That's
bad.
terrible.
Where is he from again?
The 49ers.
49ers.
Why was he
49ers.
coordinator.
He
Their defense is going to be nuts. Holy
So it must be the
fuck.
49ers pick.
Yeah, so that's not bad.
Why
then.
would he go to the Texans, dude?
It's probably all he got offered. It's a big money jump.
He deserves a better
He got a
job than that.
6-year deal.
But you never know though. They're about to get what picks does
They have
Houston
the
have?
second
Two.
pick.
So they're gonna get younger, Stroud.
You get a real quarterback.
Yeah.
They're gonna be pretty good. They got to get a
They're not gonna be
receiver.
good.
I watch a
Their
lot of Colin
defense is
Coward.
good.
He says defensive coaches are not the wave, so I don't think.
Not in this day and age.
Yeah, I don't know. The Texans, you got him. Congratulations. You're gonna get a quarterback, and then what?
Yeah.
He's not gonna know how to use them, and you're not gonna win.
Well, speaking of defensive coaches, and then not working, offensive coaches, Kellen Moore went from Dallas to the
Yeah, I
Chargers.
like that a lot.
Which, if Staley just gives up all of his play calling.
which he should.
Because McCarthy, I mean, the Cowboys were a top 5 offense.
I don't understand why the Cowboys got rid of him.
Because they're dumb.
The Cardinals are interviewing.
He should,
the
if anything,
Giants
be the head
offensive
coach of the
coordinator.
Cowboys.
He should be the head coach. So hopefully, if he's calling all the plays, I expect Herbert to be this year what he was supposed to
Yeah,
be
we'll
last
be back
year.
on that
Top 5.
the train of him in
Yeah.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Herbert, because they got Kellen Moore now as their offensive coordinator.
That's gonna be real. I think they're gonna be. That division's gonna be what we thought. Everyone thought it was gonna be this year.
Except
it's probably
the
gonna be next
Raiders.
year.
Well, maybe Rodgers will go there.
Tom Brady pull up.
Yeah, if Brady or somebody
I
goes
seen
there.
something, and I don't know how. I
Brady's
seen this
coach.
shit. They said the 49ers are gonna trade Trey Lance for Tom Brady.
Oh shit!
That would be a
Could you
terrible.
imagine that though?
I think they can get Tom Brady.
They
and
shoulda did
keep
that
Trey
this year.
Lance.
No, they said that's gonna be part of their thing, and then probably leave Brock Purdy behind Tom Brady and
Terrible
have a
move.
bunch of
You gotta rock
both the seventh round quarterbacks or whatever.
You
See,
gotta rock
Brady's
with Trey
dead, but if he
Lance.
went to fucking San Fran,
He would be nice on San
Yeah.
Fran
But yeah, you can just throw them screens and shit to Debo and shit.
and McCaffrey.
The
Yeah.
NFL would like let him take steroids and shit just to keep him around. Anything big else happen? There was another coaching thing, wasn't there?
Oh,
Kellen Moore went to the Chargers.
that's
Frank
what I
Ray
thought
went to
they-
Carolina.
Frank Reich went to Carolina.
I just said whatever to Houston.
Carolina's gonna suck.
Carolina's not gonna suck.
They're not gonna be good until the next
DJ
head
Moore
coach,
to the
unless
moon.
they-
That's where Bijan's probably gonna go.
no.
They
To
love having
Carolina?
good quarterback or running backs.
They need like everything.
Yeah,
Running
maybe.
back
Yeah,
is
there's
not
nothing
the
to
answer.
really.
Didn't they almost
Well,
make
their
the
defense-
playoffs?
Their defense was
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, they had a
Okay,
chance at some point to
okay.
win the South because it was bad.
Yeah,
but they weren't
they
like
almost
competing
won
for the
7
7th
games.
seed.
Carolina to the moon, boy.
Their defense was decent.
I would rather go Atlanta before I went Carolina. Like,
Yeah, Atlanta and
to
Chicago
who's
are the
gonna
two
be
teams
next
that
up
I'm
over there?
excited about.
That's why I'm trying to
see
trade
what they do.
mixes to have Algier starting in the mixing spot.
Algier
Not
could get replaced.
No.
What round was Algier drafted?
4th, I think, or 3rd, or was it?
Those
second?
guys
I don't
get
know,
replaced.
I think Algier's like the running back of the future there.
I think so too.
He had some real big games for
Uh,
being a 4th
at
round
the
pick or
end.
whatever he was.
Those guys are easily replaceable.
Yeah, but like you're not going to draft a running back in the 1st round, especially if you're the Falcons. Like you just gave up Ridley, you need another receiver.
I wonder where
You
Bijan's
still need
gonna
a quarterback. Every mock I've seen has Bijan going to the Bills.
go. I don't want him. I want a fucking receiver.
De-
I guess
yeah,
Bijan.
facts.
Honestly, though, I lied. I would like to have Bijan.
it
I
depends
take that
how
back.
good he is.
Nah, he's
They
really
said
good.
he's the closest thing to Barkley since Barkley, man, and we've seen what Barkley. I mean, Barkley's the only
The
offensive
closest
weapon
thing,
on that
like,
team.
how close though? Like, who was the closest before him?
They showed.
Najee?
They
'Cause
showed
Najee's not that good.
the size. No, not Najee. They showed like the size, the skill profile.
He's supposed to be better than Brees Hall.
Has to be. I mean, Brees Hall was what, a 2nd-round pick?
Yep.
And I've seen mocks where Bijan was going like 3rd to Arizona.
They
or
said
whatever.
They said he is without a doubt
see him going
a
to-
top
I can
10
see
player
them
in this
doing that.
draft. If they said that without a doubt, top 10 player in this draft. If running backs were more valuable, like if this was 10 years ago, he would 1,000% be a top 5 pick. It's just that nowadays they're not. It's not worth it.
That dude's really good at football.
He's nice, dude. He averaged like 6 point something yards, 6.5 yards per carry or some shit.
Yeah, his yards per carry were crazy. I saw they were comparing him to Adrian Peterson because they both went to Texas and
No, he ain't AP.
AP went to Oklahoma, but yeah.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But Adrian Peterson had like the
Can't say
same
nothing
amount of
wrong
yards.
around this dude. He'll correct you on anything.
I don't want Timmy telling people I'm
I
we're
don't
not
know where-
listening no more.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, no, for
Adrian
sure.
Peterson had like the same amount of yards on like 200 less or 200 more touches than Bijan.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but AP's that dude.
Who?
AB's net or AP.
yeah.
Nasty.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if we got Bijan. It would definitely help our team. But like,
Well, now that I'm thinking
you'd
about
have to be
it,
willing to run the fucking ball.
I
Like,
don't
if
know.
you're
He catches the ball,
if you're gonna,
too.
yeah, but no, fuck that. If you're gonna draft Bijan Robinson, you better be willing to give him the ball 20 times a game. That's
Nah.
you can't just run the same
What
offense
pick do you
we
guys
ran.
have?
20?
26, 27.
Some of the mocks I said, I don't even see how Bijan lasts, but obviously running backs fall.
People don't want to draft running backs. Yeah.
I seen us getting Quentin Johnson.
No, there's
I
no
would
way.
love that shit.
There's no way.
You saw what he did for Georgia.
I don't give a fuck.
There's no way he falls to 27.
Yeah, that's
We're-
one dude
we're
that's
gonna
one
be-
dude I don't want Green Bay. Like, I know Green Bay probably won't even take a receiver anyway.
You don't
but
want him.
Nah, they're gonna
Really?
I'm all. Steve has me all set on TCU receivers,
That's
and then
a
he
fact, I
played
forgot
one
about
game
that.
against an SEC defense, like
That's a
NFL
fact.
talented cornerbacks, and
What do
the
you
dude
have,
was,
though?
I don't know, 3 for 20 or some shit.
He had 100, didn't he?
Did he have 100? If he
I
had
think
100,
so.
I'll respect it. I
I'm
swear
pretty
he
sure he had
didn't do
4
shit.
for 100.
Wait, what game? The Georgia
The
game?
championship game.
He had a. There's no way.
I'm pretty sure he had
They
100.
lost 66-7. There's no
I don't
way
know,
that
I
man
might
had
be
100.
I fucking spanked.
He got all 7.
I'm pretty sure he had 100.
They had 100 total yards of all Quentin Johnson.
Let's look, man.
There's no
I might be
way.
wrong.
I
That's
feel
very
like he
possible.
didn't do shit.
He definitely did something.
I'd rather have Njigba than Quinn Johnson.
Joe's right. He had 1 for 3.
No way. He
He
sucks.
had 1 catch for 3 yards.
Yo, he fucking
that's
blows.
bad.
Oh my!
I thought he had 100.
D. Davis had 5 for 101.
What was his game before this then?
3 yards.
Yeah, against Michigan.
Yeah,
That's not
Michigan,
impressed me.
I knew it was one of
He
the
had
games.
6 for 163. He had good
Yeah,
games
that's what
almost
I
every
thought.
time except when he didn't play
No,
Georgia.
I just knew that he had a good game in the
1
playoffs.
for 3 is not bad, though.
It's fucking terrible.
It could have been 0, bro. He got a catch.
Joe's
right.
1 for 3.
We got him, dude.
Yo.
Him and Diggs can both have 7 yards in a playoff game if we draft him, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm all set on him, so I hope we don't get him now.
Yeah, but
too.
Steve, the
But
TCU
he's
receivers.
6'4".
I
though,
forgot Steve said that
Yeah,
shit
Jalen
too.
Rieger, Dotson.
Oh yeah.
And there
He's
was
light
somebody
though.
else.
He's not that.
Wait,
heavy.
what Dotson?
Dotson's not.
Not Jahan Dotson.
The other one.
Josh Dotson or whatever.
Where'd
his name
Jahan
is.
go? He went to
He went to Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you can't say nothing. This dude will correct you on anything.
What,
it was-
what Dotson are you talking about?
I don't
John
He
know.
knows where
Dotson.
every ask
Fuck
him a
is
player.
that?
He'll
He
know
got
where he went to
drafted like
college.
first or second round to
Dotson's
Washington
college
as
spot. I'm
well.
not that- Yeah, I don't know
No,
that one.
He
That's good.
It's
Yeah, he knows
wild.
all the
He knows
college players.
every single player's
There's
college
one
team. He
more,
could be like, I can't even think of somebody. he'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he went to
He said, yeah, Darius
Tulane.
Slay.
he went to Tulane.
Yeah, he's unreal.
It's because I'm a degenerate. Like betting small college football and basketball games, I start knowing all these weird ass players.
He's been on the Hawaii Bowl.
Where did this
game.
quarterback go? Yeah, he was from Colorado.
I was sick. Talking about small college games, the only game that I lost a couple days ago was Morehead State, and they're so small that they don't even put the stats on score.
Yeah,
They don't even,
you can see the play-by-play. Every 10 minutes, the score updates. It's like 20 to 30.
It goes up
and then-
15 points
Yeah.
on each thing.
it's like some freshman
gotta go
intern
on
doing all the
ESPN for
stats
those.
and shit.
But yeah, I'm
what
good.
the
I
fuck?
mean, if Johnston's good, like, great. But I'm all set. I want like
I
Jordan
forget his
Addison.
name's
or-
Johnston too. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, it's not
Yeah, that kind of
Johnson?
makes me
No,
No,
mad.
it's Johnston.
Johnston.
Yeah, I thought it was Johnson too. That's what's funny.
Yeah, I don't want to draft him. If his name's Johnston, I don't want him.
I kind of want us to get like Addison or something.
Oh yeah, if you guys got Addison, it would be over.
Njigba.
Yeah, I still like that too.
He's the one.
Because you got to think you're getting him at a discount now that he missed all last year. He's supposed to
Yeah.
be a top pick.
The year before, he went crazy.
Yeah,
He
had
was
the
commanding the
best
most
Rose Bowl
targets, the
and-
most yards with
Yeah.
Olave and Garrett Wilson on his team.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And they both said that he's better than him.
Did
That's
they?
wild. Why are they doing that?
I don't know.
I
well,
saw that too. They were like, he was
Okay.
the best wide receiver in the room with us.
They
Oh,
said
they're
that.
probably trying to get his draft.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what
Yeah,
I
but no,
think.
Jamar
'Cause-
Chase was like, I love Justin Jefferson, but like I'm better than him.
Well, that's because they both were going to be top 5
Yeah,
picks.
but
That's
those
true.
guys
Well,
are
Jefferson's
Well,
different.
Jeff's 22.
Chase
But-
was supposed to be better though.
The little video that they put out like recently of them saying, "Yeah, he's the best." That I can see they're just trying to boost his draft spot. But they said that last season too when they were trying to get drafted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that
Maybe
that
it's
means a
true,
lot,
though.
yeah. And now you're getting him at a discount.
And he got hurt. He did get hurt early in the season, but before he got hurt, he was eating.
Early stocks was like him and Butte from LSU were
Yeah.
supposed to be the top 2, and then Butte sucked and Smith got hurt.
What
Now
about
they're
that
falling.
Josh Downs dude or whatever?
The UNC
His name
dude?
right?
Downs is from North Carolina.
North Carolina,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I seen him in the first round. I don't know that I like him.
I don't either.
Everything
saying
I've
he's
been
like
seeing.
the
is
I
like
have
second
I
or
put a
third
list
round.
Yeah.
together of all the receivers that I like.
I like the Hyatt from
Yeah, I like
Tennessee.
Hyatt.
Yeah, Hyatt, he's on my list.
If we waited until the second round, I'd want to get Hyatt.
I don't want no
If
second
he
round wide
lasts that
receiver.
long.
That's how I felt last year when Green Bay got Watson. I'm like, come on.
But
Second
Watson,
round-
but some of them second round receivers are great.
Absolutely. But I'd rather just take what
Yeah,
I
let's
want.
get one
not
of these
even
top
Go get
dudes,
Addison or
man.
go
Nah,
get the
get
guy
like
who's
a real
supposed to be.
guy.
But yeah, I mean,
That's how you get like
And you
Justin
get him on the rookie
Jeffersons and
That's how
contract.
the Bengals
Yeah.
got Chase. They got Higgins early second,
Yeah.
but like you know,
But that's how
Higgins
you
is
get these
different.
dudes.
He's a real like.
What
he's
pick
legit.
was Gabe in the third, fourth?
fourth.
Yeah, it's like
so now you're dependent on this guy who was never supposed to be.
I
good
still am convinced that how we were like all of us were fooled, man. We were
You
fooled.
see receivers
That's what I
be
was going to say
good
about
then,
Scanlon.
though.
Though
Yeah.
Scanlon has this one game now where
but
we're
he did.
supposed to think he's good.
He did have half the games this year were pretty good from Scantling.
I mean, for fantasy purposes,
Yeah,
because he had
maybe.
like 2 for 60 and a touchdown.
He just
or
has like
something.
such a big.
Yeah.
But he sucked most.
It's been
of
his
the
whole
time.
career, even with Green Bay,
Yeah.
he would have 4 for 100 in the touchdown. Then he would have.
He's just an
nothing.
over the top guy.
Yep.
He's like a Deshaun Jackson.
Go deep.
Well, Jackson could do other shit. They were just like,
DJX was nuts.
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson was nice.
Yo,
He's nothing like Valdez Scantling. Come on, man.
my boy took a punt back at the buzzer. That shit was crazy.
All right, my bad.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
though.
fantasy
over the top.
purposes, they are pretty the same. Like,
Scantling blows.
You're either gonna- but-
I had to drop him, so I didn't start him no more.
Deshaun Jackson was like every other game. Scantling's like every 6
Yeah, but
games.
DJ's like pushed like #1 fantasy receiver a couple times.
Yeah.
So I mean,
He
Scantling's never.
No,
He was
no,
cooking
they're not,
with
no, they're not as
Fitzmagic
good.
over in
Yeah, they're
Tampa.
not as good.
I was just saying like an over-the-top guy who only goes
I
on
do
a
get what
go
you're
route
saying.
really
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
fast.
that's like his main thing.
yeah.
But even when DJX was pushing #1, he was still frustrating as fuck because he would have those games where it was just like nothing.
He's like a knockoff Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Who?
DJX. He was
Yeah.
getting like
It's crazy how
he'll get
good
you
it-
40 fantasy points and then like 3, but at least Hill get you his bad games are like 12.
Right.
All right, so
Tyreek
now that we're
is
talking
nasty.
about
He's so
rookies,
nice.
yeah, he's stupid. Fuck. It's
He
crazy
was-
that they both just had better years.
Waddle
Hill
and
and Mahomes.
Yeah, they're both just
Just
great.
both-
Tight end?
Oh yeah.
Know their names?
Yeah.
Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer.
I wouldn't mind us getting him.
I kind of want to. I was thinking the same thing for
Knox
us.
is good enough.
Nah, but
I think he's good enough.
I think Knox is good enough. Tight ends take a while to develop usually. Like you see how long it took Hawkins in. To be fair, he was
That wasn't his
in
fault.
Detroit. But
Yeah.
tight ends usually take like 2-3 years. I
Pitts
want to
didn't.
win now. Pitts didn't last year, but he didn't score. He's had like 1 touchdown.
He's
and
also
then,
a freak. Like
no, he had
that.
0 touchdowns, didn't he?
It's crazy.
Oh no, he had 1 touchdown. It was the London game.
Yeah. I think he's only scored not in the United. Maybe he has one in the
No,
United
this
States.
year.
No.
No, this year
Dude
he
hasn't
did.
scored in fucking America.
I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna do a fantasy draft, just the first round. Way too early. We obviously don't know where these guys are gonna go team wise, all that shit. I'll go first. Harry will go second.
What are you going on?
I'm
This is for rookies.
Yeah, just for rookies. I just pulled up the rookie class.
Where though? What'd you put it on?
Just put up 2023 NFL
What is the
rookies.
website called, man?
This Pro Football Network. It doesn't matter. You just need to know the players, dude.
Go on whatever website you want. You got it in your notes.
Then
If you had 5 first-round picks in the Dynasty League, you might have it in your notes.
I have players, not the people.
Donnie will be number 4, and then we'll just go up to 12.
Should I raise number 8 on here, dude?
Chill.
Who is?
Chill.
Who is?
Charbonnet.
I've been telling these boys, man.
Oh, Charbonnet was like 15th on one I was looking at.
Because I don't fuck with. You know me. I don't like a guy who needs to be in college for like 4 or 5 years. I just feel like you're not that good. And
Like
he's
you should
one.
have declared earlier.
Yeah, like all the top players usually are
Although
coming out.
I've seen with the NIL deals,
that
those
could
letters,
change for sure now.
People are coming back more.
yeah,
like
because now you can live like a king in college, get all the girls, do all this, and you're getting paid.
and,
mad
try
bread,
and try to
yeah.
get
You're
the,
literally living the dream.
and
for,
you could and if you care about like your school and your championship or whatever.
yeah.
Quentin
I-
Johnson was supposed to come out last year, wasn't
Would
he?
you go on?
One of these receivers was supposed to
Fantasy
come out
pros.
last year and stayed. I'm pretty sure it was Quentin Johnson because this class isn't as deep as last year's.
I saw it was I think Michigan. They held a fundraiser. Said something like strive for a championship or something. I don't know. And it was fan sponsor and booster generated where they're just donating mad money into this NIL and they're just paying it straight to like their top 5 guys that they want to come back. And there's like 5 guys that are coming back to Michigan.
Yeah, college
to
is
run
so
it back
big too.
just because they're getting paid crazy by Michigan.
I honestly hate college sport. I love watching. It's so fucking stupid. The whole time they're like, this is going to ruin the integrity of the game, and then they let it happen, and they didn't put in any rules in place to not stop it from
Florida
ruining the
just
integrity
lost
of
the
the game.
quarterback. I was sick
Just
about.
winging it.
I like because I like Florida.
Yeah, he went to he gave up on his he like left his commitment.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did he go?
I don't know.
Was it Colorado? No, it wasn't
I
Colorado.
just was sick because I'm like, oh, Florida got a quarterback. Like we might be good again, and then like 3 days.
He
later,
was like the number 2 dual threat in the country.
Yeah, I was mad excited. There you go.
Who's 1, 2, 3, 4?
Creed
Like
Whittemore.
this?
Yeah, I'll start with Duke.
All right, let's start it up.
Second on commit. $13 million recruitment of Jaden Rashada. Jaden Rashada, that's his name.
Yeah,
$13 million. Holy fuck. All right, so first pick. You don't have to talk about it. It's gonna be Bijan Robinson. I don't think there's anyone close to Bijan this year in the draft.
if I was second, I would honestly try to trade back if I couldn't get Bijan. There's nobody that I love more than anybody else, but it would be I would debate between Nick Jigba and Addison, depending on where they land.
Really, just over Gibbs
You
entirely.
don't believe in
Yeah.
Gibbs at all?
I do believe in Gibbs, but I'm big on receivers, so I would want one of these receivers to. Obviously, depending on my team, but if I'm
Yeah.
starting fresh, I want to load up on the young receivers that are going to last hopefully 10, 11 years compared to running backs.
Well,
Oh,
so
yeah.
all right, so that's what I
Bijan,
wanted.
obviously,
I forgot to preface. Try to draft like if you're a top 3 pick. Obviously, your team sucks. You
Yeah.
probably have a lot of holes you need
Yep.
to fill.
so I'm not going to get
12th
Gibbs.
pick, you
and-
got to think like, okay, I just won the championship. Who's the guy? you're probably going to want to draft a guy who contributes this year.
I do believe,
Yeah,
like I
just
said, I do
think
believe
of
in
that.
Gibbs. He can catch. He can do a lot. But if I'm in this spot, I think
Also, the Charbonnet, though, boy. That's my
I
son.
would
That's
like to
my
trade
son.
back in this spot if I could.
my
But if I
guy.
had to pick it, I would go Addison.
I've
Do you
seen a
think
lot of
Gibbs
people
is like
saying,
way better than Cook? Because like aren't they like very similar? I mean, Gibbs gets the ball like handed the ball a little bit more, but like what if Gibbs just goes to assistant where they use him like Cook, where he's just
Yeah.
not an every down back?
Yeah, I mean,
And
I'm not a huge fan of him. He's definitely really talented. If he crushed somewhere in the right spot, it wouldn't surprise me. But he probably won't be on any of my dynasty teams.
landing spot does make a big difference.
It's huge, yeah. So if we're going right now where we're just drafting him without landing spot, I'm probably just going Addison because I love that dude.
same. That's what I
Then I would
would
go with
get.
Jigba.
You're going Jigba at 3?
Yeah.
Then I would go Gibbs at 4. I would go Gibbs. I like Gibbs.
Yeah, so he would go him 2 after Bijan.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll take him at 4 if you guys.
Yeah, at that
passed up
point
on
now
him.
you're getting a nice.
I think between Jigba and Gibbs, it's like a toss up who you want there. And like if you're at 2 and you're like, well, if you're at 2, you're on a team, you probably do want to choose between a running back and a wide receiver. So it's not like you could just trade back to 3 and be like, whoever you don't take is fine with me. Because if you're at 2, you probably are better off with Njigba or Addison because the wide receiver lasts longer and your team probably sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
This guy's just got a great team in the second, third, and fourth.
Yeah,
picks
so he could
because-
happily take Gibbs and
Yeah.
you're chilling.
Right.
I mean, I feel like Quentin Johnson's the only guy left at this point. I mean, like
Yeah.
if you really
Gotta
need
take him 5.
if you really need a quarterback,
I wouldn't
then
take no quarterback.
No.
I personally this year wouldn't take a quarterback, but like
At
dynasty,
5? Why would you take a quarterback?
it's a dynasty.
And a
if you
one
don't-
quarterback?
Yeah, but
One
if you
One
don't,
quarterback, nah.
but if you don't have a quarterback,
No, I mean, sure, absolutely. I just wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I'm
either.
expecting none of these other guys behind me to take a quarterback.
I'll
So,
wait till the second he pick out whoever's left.
yeah.
I guess. But I mean, you
But
look
you
at
can, shit. If you take Bryce Young and he ends up being the next great quarterback, you made a great pick.
so this year specifically, I wouldn't because there's major question marks around both of them. Caleb Williams, I would 100% take in the first. If you don't have a quarterback, like in our league, Dom has Burrow and Hurts.
That's
So
pretty
like
nice.
I have Kyler, like the top 6 guys that you know are going to be good for a while. They're like 4 teams have those guys. So
I think CJ
like-
Stroud is going to be nice.
like my brother has Russell
I do
Wilson,
too.
and the rest of his team's super
But not
complete.
first
If I got the
round.
7,
maybe,
first
yeah.
round.
yeah.
Not first round. Nice.
No,
I'd
no.
rather these other players than
First round
than take
dynasty,
CJ.
no.
No, this
NFL, yeah.
Oh yeah, NFL. I'm talking about we're on dynasty.
All
Man.
right, I'm just making sure.
This year I wouldn't take a quarterback, but if there was a guy like Caleb Williams in this draft,
So
I
who
would
would
take
you
him
pick
fifth.
5?
Quentin Johnson. I just don't think there's anyone else
You
compared to
can't
those
leave him
top
there,
5
yeah.
guys. Yeah,
I think I would go Butte still, even though he really,
really.
yeah.
That's
I
who
like
you're
that
going
dude
6?
so much.
I like him too, but at 5, I feel like you could easily get him later.
Well, now I'm at 6, right?
Yeah, but like even 6, I feel like you might be able
Who would you
to.
take over him?
I would take Mayer next then.
I don't want a tight end on my young team. I mean, this dude might be a monster, but I'm
Yeah.
good.
I would take him 7.
I like Butte too much.
Yeah,
But he's
I mean,
saying
I'd
it like,
probably,
who would he take?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
at 7, who do you would take Charbonnet, Bryce Young, Hyatt.
Right, that's what I'm
Flowers.
saying,
I would
yeah,
take
so,
Mayer.
yeah.
I would take Mayer.
But that's
7.
what he was saying it
Damn,
like.
this draft really is not that
who would
deep.
you like? Well, he was surprised I was taking Butte, but it's like there's really nobody clear besides
Right.
Mayer.
Right.
Well, no, I'm saying over Johnson.
No, you just took him.
No, but you said you would have taken Boots.
No,
you
I'm
said
up
he-
now.
right now
That's
he
what I'm
wouldn't
taking.
Oh, I thought you said you would have
No,
taken him
if
at
you
5.
would have taken Bryce Young, I would have taken Johnston
okay.
probably just
All right.
because it probably been wrong and been pissed at myself. But you can't pass him up in that spot.
It's not at 6 or whatever. Even at 5, that's a steal at this point.
So at 6, you're going Butte?
Yeah,
Why
And
do
I
you
would
like
go Mayer.
Boots so much?
Mayor?
I don't know. I just think he's a monster, dude. I love LSU receivers too.
They do always end up
Yeah,
being good.
they be in- So it's 8? 8 it is, right?
Yeah.
Who'd
I
you
would-
pick? Mayer?
Yeah. Ain't no reason to let him go down.
No, yeah, I mean the tight
I
ends
just
this
and who
year.
am I gonna take? I would jump to Hyatt. I can get him on the way, my next pick. Really.
Yeah,
At 8, my team's a playoff team, so I want to run it back. So I'd really base it on draft capital, like where they're drafted. Say another running back goes in the 2nd round or maybe 3rd round. I would, if like there's a tier between this guy's a 3rd round draft pick and these guys are 4th round draft picks, I'm taking the 3rd. But if they're around the same area, I'm going Sean Tucker.
Sean Tucker.
He's gonna be nice.
Cuse.
Hughes.
I like him. I like.
You're going him at 8.
Yep.
I like the dude from A&M,
Charbonnet's way better than him. I don't give a fuck.
Acne or whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I like TCU's dude.
The TCU
Miller.
running back.
Yeah,
That's who
What
I'm
about
like.
the dude? Who's the dude from Michigan?
Blake Corum?
Yeah, Corum. Is he going? He's not in this draft, right?
I don't know.
He should be.
He's not on this list.
Dude just sucks.
I thought he was nice.
Nah, I'm sure he's probably going back to Michigan or
Nah,
something.
Tank Bigsby. It's a cool
Yeah.
name.
It sucked because Auburn was horrible, but he's definitely a monster.
Who would you go 9?
Probably Miller. I'm bouncing between Miller and Charbonnet, but I'd go with
Charbonnet.
Miller.
A lot depends on the landing spot too of these running backs.
Yeah.
Like, if he lands into a committee, then that's like whack. But if he's just over here chilling by himself, or with Cordero Patterson like Algier, then it's like, okay, this is cool.
So you're going who?
I go Miller. I think he could be a 3-down back.
Yeah, I'd go Downs at this spot.
Damn.
Downs over Hyatt.
Again, landing spots matter, but yeah.
I think I would take Hyatt over Downs. But
I would go Hyatt or Downs.
The
in
thing
my
that
spot
scares me
right now.
about Hyatt,
He was on Tennessee.
yeah, so he crushed in a great offense for a season. Downs has done it for 2 years with 2 different quarterbacks. Granted, it was Sam Howell and then Drake May, who are both really good. But the fact that he just ran it back and was even
and
better
an
this
ACC.
year. Yeah, absolutely. But
I would go Hyatt here then. I would have went Hyatt or Downs.
So at 12, I just wanted to chip. My team's good. I'm just gonna take C.J. Stroud and hope that he's like goes off crazy, and that's just free.
I
Yeah.
guess looking at all these fucking.
I think I would take
Players.
Bryce Young in fantasy over C.J. Stroud.
I don't like how Bryce Young's only 6 foot.
yeah, he gets hit hard.
Yeah, and he is tiny, but I just think I don't know, he's a better playmaker than Stroud, and I mean Stroud was using his legs in the game against Georgia, but he's like more of a pocket passer.
Another landing spot thing too. Like,
I just don't think I'm taking any of the quarterbacks this year. If I was going to take
I
any
will.
quarterback in a dynasty, it would be in like the 3rd round.
Oh, Harry's got me convinced on Richardson.
I'm Richard. I hate you, dude, because I really want him in the dynasty, but you're going to pick him before me.
Another guy
I only
that
have a 3rd round pick.
another guy to look
In
for though.
yours. In his, I could.
Yeah,
take
but I'm
him.
not taking him in the 2nd.
Yeah. So I'll
A
take him
thing that
before
I'm
Second's not bad to take
I'm
a
curious of.
quarterback.
Cedric Tillman was Tennessee's best receiver, got hurt, and that's when Hyatt went crazy. And now Hyatt's supposed to be a better prospect. I'm curious to see how their careers play out.
Wait, who?
Cedric Tillman, he's rated like
I
10
see him,
spots
yeah.
below Hyatt, but he was the number 1 going into the season, and he was outperforming Hyatt the first half of the season, and then got hurt, and Hyatt went nuts, and they were like, oh shit, this dude's amazing. But I wonder who will have a better career.
Right.
Obviously, who goes where, like you said, is huge to these guys' careers.
So I
Somebody
mean,
goes to Baltimore, it's just like, oh, their career sucks.
yeah,
so outside of the 1st round, like guys in the 2nd round, who are you going to target? Like guys who most likely, knowing what we know now, will probably be 2nd, 3rd round picks, who are like your favorite
Cedric
guys.
Tillman, like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, just
like,
him.
I love that dude.
I don't really know, man. This class isn't like nearly as deep
McIntosh
as
kid. I like him a lot.
where.
From Georgia?
Yeah. I'd take him like in Steve's.
Yeah.
Like I'll take him in Steve's.
There's definitely, there's a lot of guys who I see on here who are great in college that just must not, like Hutchinson from Iowa State, Deuce Vaughn from Kansas State, he's small. Darnell Washington's a monster from Georgia, that tight end. You know what I'm talking about?
Who?
Darnell Washington?
Yeah.
That dude's
He's a tight end,
huge.
right?
Yeah.
They had him going to the Bengals in the last mock I looked at.
Yeah, so
I liked Zach Evans. He was like super inconsistent this year, but
A.T.
Oh, Sean
Perry.
Bennett's on here. Wow.
Who?
Bennett. Isn't that Sean?
Oh,
Stenson. I'm sorry. I said Sean.
Yeah.
there's no way Stenson Bennett. Are people really going to draft him?
They
that's
probably
like,
will. He just got arrested.
Won't he be 26 by the time the draft rolls around?
He's older than
It's
like
like
Josh
Brandon
Allen or
Weeden.
some shit. Yeah, he got arrested
Yeah,
for
look how that
public
worked out, bro.
intoxication or something.
Brandon Whedon sucked.
Yeah. Did he get drafted the 1st round too?
Yeah,
I
the
think we
Browns.
did.
That was
Well, yeah,
crazy.
that's
No,
a
they're
slashing
not going
round.
to take him in the first.
No,
He'd
but
be
Brandon
like
Weeden
a,
did. He was like 26.
He's 27
Shit,
when he got
27. It's like,
drafted,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
That's
Chris
so
Winky.
crazy. Dude's like old.
No, I think Zach Evans is like a good sleeper dude you might be able to get in the 2nd, maybe even 3rd, depending on where he goes. He was super good last year, and this year was just kind of like, eh. So I think you can get like a discount on him.
Yeah.
But he was like super highly recruited. I don't know, like you see guys like that. It's more an
Rasheed
NBA than
Rice, Is
anything.
he related to Jerry
But guys
Rice?
who, no, isn't he old too? He's the
Actually,
guy
his,
from.
stepbrother.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Rice in basketball from Texas. He's like 23.
Oh,
24.
Serge Ibaka,
Yeah.
whatever. This dude here, Dwayne McBride, he led the country in rushing, but he played for like UAB. But he's somebody that maybe he's nice as hell. Who knows? It's hard to tell with the small schools.
That's why I like guys like how the one thing the Bills have done good is drafting guys from good colleges late, like getting like Levi Wallace from Alabama and stuff, and then just guys that might have been recruited high but didn't have good college careers, and then just if you can coach like
Yeah,
Zach
you work
Evans,
with them, yeah.
if you can coach though, like he obviously was a 5-star prospect for a reason. If you can coach that out of him, I think it's like a high risk, low reward. And like if you could get him in the beginning of the third, late second, guys like that. But yeah, we'll have to see.
High risk, low reward. It's a bad blend.
High reward, bro. Oh my god, dude. I don't know
This
what
guy.
High risk, low reward.
He said, "Yo, we can pull this guy in here. He's a high risk. Basically, nothing good is gonna come from this, but
worked out. I don't, dude. I don't know
That's
what.
fucking great.
I don't know what's going on with me, bro. I need to go get my brain checked. I don't know, but
And then you just think you're right all the time.
I usually
There's
am.
something wrong with you for real, boy.
Nah, I usually am right. Today was just a bad day. Can't talk.
I can show you multiple days that are like today.
No, I usually have like 1 or 2 a day. It's a problem. Like I said, I think I might have like early onset dementia. But today was like 13 times. This was crazy.
What were you doing early in the year? You were saying like everything was like week
Browns.
1 or something.
Week 1. Everyone was the Browns.
No, that was the one episode. And then but it was the week 1 for like 6
That
weeks.
shit was so funny. All right, let's go into week 1.
run it back."
I don't know. High reward, low risk. Low risk, high reward. You get what I'm saying?
That sounds better.
That's what I was trying to say. But I'm probably, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
You guys are
Once
probably
you
going to
get,
have to visit me in the old folks home in about 5 years.
We'll bring the pod
old,
to
old
you.
homes, folks. Yeah, I don't fucking know what's going on with me, man. Anything? Oh, fucking Luka Doncic just had another 50-point game.
On my boy's lips.
Nuts.
Who?
What is that? His fifth this
Oh, yeah.
fifth this year?
I
But
don't
now
know.
he's
Fourth
hurt.
or fifth this year?
But now he's hurt.
He's hurt.
you
He's
he's
hurt.
hurt.
What do you mean?
I
Not
just
just
saw
been out,
videos of
wasn't
him
he?
That was
tripping.
last night.
This last night he dropped 50.
Did
yeah,
he?
Yeah, on our shit.
He's not out any longer?
No.
He missed like 2 games, I think.
He definitely missed 2 games.
Yeah.
He
said
got
the-
hurt his
the
ankle.
Pistons
I saw
assistant
videos.
coaches
He
were
was like,
talking.
"Yo, who are you?"
Yeah, the coaches were
Coming
talking
from a
shit.
foreign dude,
He
that's
said, I ain't
funny.
scared. So I guess he got pissed early. He scored 24 immediately.
Why do people do that?
And you're an assistant coach, like you're not even going out there playing. I could see if it was like Jaden Ivey trying to make a name for himself, he's going to talk shit to Luka, and he has a chance to play. How's a coach going to talk shit? I'd smack my
don't-
coach.
You know his players are sick. They're like, "Bro,
Yeah.
nah, I just got 50 dropped on my head."
Yeah, because of you. You pissed this guy off. He probably was going to have a nice, easy game because we suck anyways, but now you want to fire him up.
Can you think of a time that worked? Where
What?
people talk shit about a player that was better than them and it worked.
Yeah.
Like remember the Hawks were talking, or no, it was the Raptors talked mad shit like, oh, we're the 1 seed this year, we're the big dogs in the East now, and then they lost in like 5 games or got swept.
To LeBron, right?
To LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron just dropped like
Not
40
the
on their head a
Raptors.
game.
I don't think the Raptors.
I'm
ever
pretty sure
talk
it was
shit.
the Raptors,
I
and
think
then
it
the
was the
next year they
Hawks.
were like, was
I
it the
think it was
Hawks?
the
I'm
Hawks.
pretty sure Siakam be talking shit.
The Raptors.
No, I'm talking
the
like-
Raptors
like
are
they-
shook.
oh,
They
my
knew
bad.
what
I
LeBron
thought we were
was
talking
going to do
about
to
now.
them
I don't
every
know.
year.
After.
They accepted that shit, too. They never made any moves. They just kept DeRozan and Lowry
Said,
forever.
"Yeah, we'll just lose in 5 to LeBron, no problem."
And then they lost
For the
they-
6.
They lost, and then they say they were like, we came in the series knowing we're gonna lose. LeBron's on the other side. They
They
said some
did
crazy.
say
They
the
said some
coach
crazy
was like,
shit.
"What am I supposed to do against that?" or something.
Yeah, I like when people are honest.
So
Like
maybe
when
it was
Lou Williams
Atlanta.
and Beverly were talking about KD that year. You remember that? When it was Golden State versus the Clippers. The Clippers like beat Golden State, and after the game, KD's like, "You know who I am? I'm Kevin Durant." The next game dropped 50. And Lou Williams
Oh,
after
yep,
the game
yep.
was like, "That shit was crazy." He told us, "I'm Kevin Durant." He was like, and the lady asked a dumb question, and Lou Williams was laughing. He's like, "Did you not see the game? We tried. We had our hand up.
We couldn't do nothing.
It's Kevin Durant." He said,
That's what he said.
yeah, "You got to hear Beverly and Lou Williams. It's funny as hell."
Lemon pepper.
I
Lou.
just don't get why people do that. Like, you know these dudes are killers. You know you're not better than them. You know you don't have anyone on your team even close
So
to
wait, what did the
being-
assistant coach do?
I don't know. It
He
doesn't
talked
matter.
shit after the game. Lucas said like the assistant coach was barking at me earlier, and I barked back. I ain't scared or something like that. That's all he said, and he dropped 54.
Yeah, just don't talk shit to players who are
Yeah.
that good. You don't need to give him more opportunity. Like, it's never
Same-
worked.
Why Kelsey said that to
Yeah,
dude.
Brandon Graham. He's like, "Yo,
Yeah.
you're not blocking."
Yeah, don't-
Thibodeau. Yeah,
stop.
chill.
Kelsey had smoke for everyone, though. That was dope.
Oh, Travis.
Travis?
Kelce?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to live like Travis Kelsey, man.
He's
out there
That dude's just that
wilding.
dude.
He had
Like
smoke for
Mahomes.
everyone.
He said,
interview-
"Burrow hit my ass."
Yeah, I like his voice and shit. That shit's like, I don't know. He said, "Know your role and shut your mouth, jabroni."
Jabroni.
That shit was funny as hell.
He had smoke for everyone. That shit was
Yeah.
fire.
They were smoking. Pat Mahomes' dad said he was smoking the Joe Burrows, the cigars.
He said, "I'm smoking that Burrow pack."
Yeah, the Burrow pack.
Nick
yeah.
Wright said that too. Nick Wright was like, "We're smoking them Bengals."
The Bengals
pack."
brought it onto themselves, though, which I don't mind because the Bengals players were doing it. But when your mayor comes out and is talking about, Mahomes even said, "I was getting it from everybody." Even the mayor was talking about me. Like, now you're just doing too much.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. You're gonna the greatest quarterback in the league today. You're gonna give him more ammo to want to whoop
For
your
what?
fucking
That's
ass.
why
Like,
I'm like, yo, the Chiefs are winning this game.
You're playing for the Super Bowl already. You don't need to find more firepower in there. Like,
you don't need to give them any. That's
Right.
for
Just talk
damn sure.
after the game.
yeah.
Yeah, beat them first. beat him
Yeah.
again, and be like, yeah, this Burrowhead.
That's what Chris Jones did. He said, "I'll see you guys at Burrowhead," and then they won. And after the game, he said, "Don't ever disrespect Arrowhead again," or some shit.
I saw Burrow's stats there. Not that good. He's like got 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, I think.
Yeah, Burrow's living like.
I don't know if
They
that's,
said something like Burrow didn't throw. He's like the first quarterback to win. Something about not throwing multiple touchdowns in a single playoff game or something like that, or 3 touchdowns. I don't know.
Look at his Super Bowl run last year. I mean, again,
Yeah.
he's great. I don't, he's got that it factor to him, but a lot of things go the Bengals' way, like Mahomes throwing a screen and the ball falls out of his hand. Like, that's kind of wild. People are crying about these flags, and you got that shit happening.
Right.
Or, Huntley goes for a QB sneak, the ball gets popped down, and Duke scores a 100-yard touchdown.
that was so sad.
It's just some
Speaking of
crazy
Huntley.
shit. Yeah, Huntley is in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, he was a
happy
Pro
about that?
Bowler.
Yeah, he only threw multiple touchdowns against us.
They're
He had
saying
1
his,
touchdown
his
against the
nickname's
You
Snoop.
guys suck for
They're
that.
really
We do.
emphasizing that now that he's in the Pro Bowl. I don't know why.
It's weird.
2 touchdowns. Yeah, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen last year famously wasn't named to the Super Bowl, even though he was an MVP finalist or some shit, or the Pro Bowl. What the fuck? Once again, I fucking am an idiot. Wasn't named to the Pro Bowl.
At least you're starting to admit it.
I can't do it. I don't know what's going on today, dude. It's the end of times, dude. I'm done. But so Josh Allen didn't
End
make.
of times.
Thank God, bro. I'm done with this place.
It's going bad.
Josh Allen didn't make the Pro Bowl last year. This year he makes the Pro Bowl. Well, he got named after they took someone out,
Yeah,
but
he was
he
like,
originally
"Fuck y'all."
wasn't named, and then
And
he
he
didn't
said,
go.
"Fuck y'all."
And
The
then
NFL's got the biggest joke of an All-Star game.
Is the
Oh,
Pro
by
Bowl like
far,
all
yeah.
fan voted though?
I don't know how that works.
I don't either, but it's like flag
can't see
football.
people
though. It's
voting
Like
Well,
if
now
you're
it is,
Josh
though.
Allen, why am I mad that I didn't get voted by the fans?
Because
But who's
it-
voting for Huntley,
that would
though?
go on your own fans. Yeah, I don't know. who's
That's
going
why I
back.
feel
Well,
like-
one, the Bills are like the 3rd smallest market in football, so it's like I get it because you don't make like when they put people in the Hall of Fame, they bring up Pro Bowls, and so it's like I had a year.
ridiculous.
I had a year where I was a top 5 MVP candidate, and I'm not in the Pro Bowl. And he didn't make the All-Pro team because Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes were that good last year. So he went last year. He was like the 4th, 5th best player in the league and has nothing to show for it. When they look back 20 years from now, he doesn't have a Pro Bowl or an All-Pro on his resume because of that
I feel
year.
like good football players don't care about the Pro Bowl.
I don't think they care about it in the moment, but it's still corny when you're like, I did all this and I'm not on the roster. And then it was like, who left to let him in? It was like Mac Jones or someone
No, Mac Jones
stupid.
was because he
Wasn't
did
it
Because
Lamar?
Josh Allen-
Lamar was the one over
Mac Jones was
Allen
hitting the
last
Yeah,
year.
and Lamar
Yeah,
missed
they're-
like 8 games or
Yeah.
something stupid. Yeah, it was dumb. And now this year, Josh Allen's like, fuck y'all, I'm golfing. And now
We said he needed surgery. Or
Tyler
something.
They just got. I
Huntley
feel like they should do. I don't know. Like the MLB All-Star
Not
game
surgery.
is. They play for like home field advantage. The game's crazy. The
I don't think
NBA
they do anymore.
Well, they don't do it anymore.
I think they did it for a couple years and they don't.
I feel like
anymore.
the game's
should
still really
not do
good.
that, though.
The NBA All-Star game, they at least try in the fourth quarter. NFL's just corny.
The NBA All-Star Game is the best one.
Yeah,
for sure.
but they don't try early on. They do fun plays in the fourth quarter. They get after that shit.
Well,
I guess
like,
NFL's so dangerous. I do understand.
Yeah.
Like you're not going out there crushing
But
each
man,
other. But
having teams of the best players,
It would be fun to
It'd
watch.
be fun as fuck to watch.
It'd be cool to
NHL
watch,
still.
like, if they were
NHL
actually,
at
but,
least
like,
makes it
That's
fun
what I'm
too.
saying.
They
NFL,
have
you
these
get
different
clapped.
skills challenge
Yeah,
and
but they
3 on
get clapped
3s.
every day by these dudes.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to get clapped in Hawaii for fun.
Yeah, I'm not risking
they
my
get paid
career.
for it.
Remember, was it the one safety that smoked the punter?
Oh, Sean Taylor,
Sean Taylor.
hit
Oh my
Mormon.
Yeah.
Then
He did
Mormon
not have a
put a
fun
hit
Pro
on him.
Bowl. He probably did not want to go back.
But that, to me,
He was the only Bills player to make the Pro Bowl back then.
that shit was fun though. As a fan, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
They're running fake punts, and this dude smoked his shit.
Sean Taylor smoked everyone's shit whenever he got a chance. I don't think there's any way around that, though. I don't really mind the fact that the game is a joke because there's nothing you can do. Like, I don't want to risk my star player either.
Nope.
I just think the voting, there should be some kind of integrity there. Like, if you're not going to do that, at least do how the NBA has 3 all pro teams. I think the NFL should do. They have 2. I think just make it a 3rd. I don't know, man.
I think there's no reason not to just get rid of the Pro Bowl altogether.
Me too.
Yeah, but at least name people a Pro Bowl because it's always going to be something like for like a Hall of Fame case. Like you look in any sport, how many All-Star games a person made is.
Yeah,
is
Well, if you
very,
just get rid of
I
it,
don't
then
think
you
Pro
take
Bowl
it out the
shouldn't
case.
matter.
You're just there.
I don't.
Yeah,
All
All-Star
Pro
They
takes
makes
shouldn't
us
matter because of how
uh,
dumb they are.
Yeah.
But if you fix the system, it would mean something. Like if there's no way Josh Allen
Yeah, but
doesn't
saying
make
this
the,
dude's an 8-time Pro Bowler and hasn't done nothing else with his career is kind of like.
Well,
but that's
especially
why
like
NFL is the only sport where you could do that.
you got to remember, dude. Like Grant Hill made multiple All-Stars years. He didn't even play a minute on the court. Yao Ming did the same because the fans were voting on it. So at the end of Grant Hill's career, sure, he is obviously Grant Hill, but when they call him like a 12-time All-Star or whatever he is, he's really like, say, an 8-time All-Star.
Yeah, but he earned that. That's more of a legacy thing. He was still an 8-time All-Star, still like an like Kobe got like 2 at the end of his career where he probably shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
But like whether it was 15 or 13, he's a
True.
he's
Yeah,
a
I
Hall
guess
of
it doesn't
Famer.
matter. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think it should count on your resume.
All pros definitely. I get.
All pro for sure, because that's a real thing.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
you look at
It's a real
guys
thing.
like
Performance, like
Pro Bowl or All Stars are like we vote for that, right?
Like you said, if Snoop Hutley's making the Pro Bowl, then what the hell could it matter?
What's else? Snoop Hunt?
but you gotta have something like
Big
you look
Snoop.
at like with them only having 2 All-Pro teams in the NFL. Like you look at guys like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow can have great years, and then it's like okay, well Pat Mahomes, or like back in the day Brady, Manning. Like
Yeah,
how many All-Pro teams did Breeze make? Maybe he had 2 or 3. I don't know off the top of my head. He's obviously a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, it's
So
not
it's
going to
like-
hold them back though. People are going to know that.
But you need some kind of resume.
I think it's stats.
Yeah, I mean, if Josh Allen at the end of the time has a couple Super Bowls and an MVP and this and that, nobody's going to be like he never was an All-Pro. They're going to be like, oh yeah, Mahomes and
Playoff
Rodgers got
wins,
it, or
stats.
I guess.
who got
just-
it this year over him? Hurts,
For what?
All-Pro.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Mahomes and Hurts.
Mahomes and Hurts, I think.
Hurts did have a lot of touchdowns.
And it was a lot of black and white this year, huh? Just best teams make the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
The best teams in the Super Bowl make the All
the best 4 teams made the championship.
People
and
said
the
Chiefs were going to be like a
before.
wild card team and shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, they were gonna fall off crazy just because of one wide receiver.
He just came through and
And some people mention Honey Badger, but he fucking stunk. So that was just
Hey,
like.
what did he do with the Saints? This was that, right? Didn't he go to the Saints?
Yeah,
I
What did
think
he
so.
do?
Yeah.
What the fuck did he do?
New Orleans.
shut the fuck up, Joe. All right, well, I
That's
Can't-
how much
can't
you're
talk
wrong. You think
anymore
everything
today.
I say is aimed at you.
Yo, stop.
oh, you were wrong about Spencer Brown. Another thing just popped in my head. Sorry, couldn't let that go.
Got me, man. We got you about 19 times today.
You got me saying the wrong words 19 times, not being wrong. My brain's just dead. But all right, anything else?
Joe, trade me Saquon Barkley.
yeah. Make a trade on the air, boys.
For
do it.
real? Come
Nice.
on.
Let's do it.
You know I'm down.
107 and
And
A
Rashad
third.
Bateman. Boom.
no, dude.
That's good. If you're a rebuilding
No,
team.
dude. I'm not a rebuilding team. Stop it.
All right, well, next episode we have to get into college basketball. February's coming up. People are doing their last
March. Hell yeah.
last resume to
That's
get in the
right.
tournament.
March.
My boys ASU are big garbage. Lost 5 in a row.
Oh, are they?
Big garbage.
Florida sucks.
They
too.
were number 1 in the Pac-12. Lost to UCLA. Good game though.
Have a
I was like,
college
that's
team.
cool. But they just lost everyone. Purdue still number 1
That's weird to me.
on unanimous number 1.
They lose Jaden Ivey, Travion Williams, a couple other guys, and now they're just like 21-1 or some shit.
That's wild.
Who's their coach?
Matt Painter,
They got that big ass dude though.
Zach Edey.
Yeah.
He impresses me for being that fucking big. He shoots
Yeah,
like
he's
70%
got smooth
at the
footwork
line. Yeah,
and shit. Yeah,
he crushes shit.
they were really fucking stacked last
That's
year.
what I'm saying.
Holy
Edey wouldn't even
fuck.
play the final like 10 minutes. They would like put Travion Williams in and shit.
God damn.
He was pissed.
Where did Williams go? Did
Nowhere.
he didn't get drafted? All right, well, yeah, we'll start talking about college basketball a lot next week. We got nothing next week.
We'll have something.
The Pro Bowl.
Who won the
MVP.
skills challenges?
Yeah.
NBA.
Yeah, got to get it to NBA.
Yeah, got to get in the NBA. Got to get into.
Probably more.
You saw that
coach
LeBron thing?
signings and
The LeBron Celtics thing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What,
When he got fouled.
Oh, when he got fouled.
He got
yeah.
fouled. Pat Bev's like pulling up the camera, like, yo,
That shit
look
was
at
funny
this.
as hell.
That was
LeBron was acting out of control.
He
though.
was going crazy.
fucking crawling
He's
on the
always
ground
been a
and
drama
shit.
queen.
Schroeder
That's
had a good
alright.
point though. He said they need every win they can get.
And this is like the 4th time that
Yeah,
this
he
has
said
happened.
he said this is like 3 to 5 games or some shit like that.
Within like the last 2 weeks, have you seen the
Yeah.
videos? It was
No.
like Embiid fouled Westbrook at the end of the game, and they didn't call it. LeBron, Kendrick Nunn hit a 3, and Fox fouled him. It would have been a 4-point play opportunity to tie the game. No foul call. LeBron now twice. Somebody against Dallas when they lost to Dallas in double overtime. Christian Wood fouled LeBron on like a reverse at the buzzer, and
He
now
said he
this
wants
one.
the refs.
Why
to
is
start
LeBron
getting fined.
not getting these calls? He used to get these calls like
It's
it used to
fixed.
be the opposite way.
The refs
He
had
would
the
get every
Celtics.
call.
Maybe
Bro,
they're
it
just
was
sick of him.
clear too. This dude's hand was like this.
No, I saw the
But
Celtics game.
He said Schroeder said that he wants the refs to start getting fined. Which if they did, sports would be probably a lot different.
No,
If
I
refs
think
started getting
I think
fined.
if you find refs, it would cause more problems than it solved.
They're gonna be
They would be
scared.
too scared
Yeah.
to make calls, and
They don't make a lot of money as it is
yeah, you
to
just
be getting fined.
You
They
just
make
have
no
to
bread.
reward.
They do, but like when I was watching, you got to watch the Donaghy thing on
Yeah.
Netflix, bro. He was making more money gambling with his friends and shit. Like they don't make too much money. I mean, they get paid well, but it's nothing crazy. They live good.
He said, "Oh, that spread.
Yeah,
I bet you they cover."
yeah. And they make a few calls during the game. Like he wouldn't completely fix the game, but he would say, "Okay, tonight." Like the one game was Iverson. He was like like everybody carries in the NBA. They say they never call it, but he said tonight we'll call it 2 or 3 times on Iverson just to give you the edge on the other team and piss Iverson off. Like shit, it was crazy. You got to watch it. It was pretty cool.
I saw on Instagram, so take it if it's real or not. This guy was talking about betting, and he was looking more into the officiating crews for like the NFC and the AFC championship
Yeah.
game, and he was saying like the under, I think it was for the AFC championship game. That ref is like 6-0
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
Yeah, like it's crazy,
Like
bro.
that,
You have
it
to look
hit.
at that shit.
And it was under. Yeah.
Chris Paul like never won against the one
Yeah.
referee. Like, come on, that's nuts.
He was 0-17 in playoff games against like a certain referee, and then that's what I was gonna say. It's like you don't need to fine them. It's just like if gamblers have access to this shit, imagine the type of shit that these leagues have access to, and people need to be more cognizant of it. You should not have a referee that's not a coincidence. 0-17 can't be a coincidence.
Yeah.
0-5 maybe it's a coincidence. You get there, like that might not be the real number.
I know what you're saying,
But
though,
like,
yeah.
the NBA should be like, okay, Chris Paul has never won a game with this guy in the finals.
that,
Why
yeah.
why would we pick this guy
It's
to be our
stupid.
finals officiating crew?
But it
And the
goes
same thing with
into
the
it, bro.
NFL.
Like they were saying, who was the commissioner, Stern, for the NBA?
Yeah.
He was telling the refs, do not make all these calls on Shaquille and Kobe and Jordan. People pay money.
Well, yeah, that's always going to be a thing.
Yeah, but it still goes into game. Like, you know, obviously it doesn't go into why LeBron didn't get a call.
Yeah.
But it still goes into when you're betting a game and Michael Jordan travels and you bet against the Bulls and they don't call the travel. It's
Yeah,
hard
what
for
the
you to
fuck,
win.
yeah.
You're getting cheated. It's not that it's not completely rigged,
Yeah.
but they do
Advantages.
these things.
Look at this tweet.
Well, stars have always gotten calls. Like even like with the Giannis thing, when Giannis was playing the Suns in the finals, like they give him every call, and it's like there's no way to defend him. He initiates the contact every
Yeah,
time,
look
and
when
you
Harden
call a
was
foul
shooting
on
15
me.
free throws a game. They had to finally make a rule against
Pretty
it.
sure him and Embiid shot like 75 free throws, dude, in one game.
Versus the Nets the other day
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
God damn.
What happened?
So the tweet says it's this referee's wife and says, "Help me wish a very happy birthday to my husband today. You could catch him tonight on NBA Game 2, Warriors versus Dallas." And then his whole family is like Boston fans. So he's going to be coaching a Boston game eventually.
Oh, reffing it?
Yeah, oh my fuck. He's going to be reffing a Boston game eventually, and his whole you think his whole family's Celtics fans and not him?
And then you see him, then like say he reffed that game. Tatum hits LeBron, no call.
Yeah, and then this is the quote tweet.
They have a 20-2 record when he refs.
Yeah, it's like
Who
yeah.
the Celtics do?
And it's easy to get away with because they're good, but it's like that's kind of ridiculous.
But it's just shit like
They are good, yeah. So
Yeah,
I can see them having
but it's
a good
still
record,
just
but
such a
22 is
bad.
pretty
There's
good.
so many coincidences out there that like will always make you think. But
yeah,
we'll
but
always bet.
as the NBA, as the NFL, though, you should notice those things and just keep the certain refs away from certain games. It just,
Yeah.
They make it too easy for people to be like, it's rigged.
Yeah, like if you were to
Or
ref
maybe,
an
like-
NFL game, they should just not let you ref
Yeah,
the
but
Yeah,
I
I
wonder-
should never ref the Bills game. I'm from
I wonder-
Buffalo. I have
Yeah.
pictures of me in fucking Bills jerseys. Never let me ref the
Yeah.
Bills.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder though if like the NBA, NFL, I wonder if they have like guidelines or rules against refs gambling. Like
well,
Ridley
no, you're
got
not
suspended.
allowed.
Yeah, but I wonder if they even look into it. Like they found out Ridley was gambling, they suspended him. I wonder if they actually look at the refs.
They did. That's the whole Donaghy thing.
Oh,
You got to
really?
look
I
at
never
it, bro. It's
watched it,
crazy. They were like searching up. They were like going after like a mob gang or some mafia shit, and
Yeah.
like something came up with an NBA ref has. They had a wire in one of their meetings, and it was like an NBA ref has is fixing games.
What
And
could they really do though? Just fire him, or is like,
No, he went to jail.
oh really?
Yeah, he went to prison. Yeah.
Well,
All right, so wrap it up. Thank you, Donnie, for coming on.
yes sir.
Will I be able to speak next week?
No sir.
Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Peace.
TrapNerd Sports Podcast. We out of here, man.
Peace.